He's like, can't you just do dark mode? Every time I do, y'all do know the light that's on my face is from the light browsers, right? Like I don't have no artificial light, and other than the blue light that's around the studio, I have like some light in there, but I don't use it no more. So the browsers that are white gives the light to my face. Anyway, all good. Okay. For everybody who's on YouTube, y'all missed it. I am lit. So I'm gonna tell y'all now, y'all probably listen, if y'all get 3 hours out of me, y'all look good. Okay? I would assume that this stream is getting cut by midnight, but I'm glad that I'm doing 3 nights in a row. I'll give you a story I just give Rumbling and Twitch. Pretty much I'm kicking it. I was just gonna have a cool collected day today. Was, you know what I mean, off that was it the Casamigos Reposado with some people. Everybody's lit, everybody's like they fell asleep this and third, and I said, damn, why not come on here and stream? Because I hopped on, I started gambling for a little bit. Bad idea, never gamble, people. I lost 30,000. Then I put in 40,000, so I'm down 70. And then I put in 20 more, so I was down 90. But then I won 200, so I'm up 110. So I'm like, I'm up 110 grand today. I'm drinking, I'm doing good, and I don't want to drink no more or gamble. So I'm like, let me just do 3 hours of streaming, and I think I'll be ready to go to sleep. So yeah, I live a really boring life. I'm not a nigga you're gonna see at the club. I'm gonna be at my crib just thumbing through a check. I might win $500,000, lose $500,000. I don't give a fuck. The niggas who be in the club who be spending like $8,000 with the bottles and the sparkles, good for them. I just stay at my house and just do my thing. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, all right, cool. We do got some good topics. This is why I'm on stream. I'm glad I'm on stream. I hate when topics kind of like linger. Welcome to people on YouTube. Welcome to people on Facebook. We're about to start streaming on TikTok. I just got to figure out the algorithm a little bit. But it's happening, people. It's happening. Carisha has finally thrown Diddy under the bus. Yes, people. Yes. No association. Act like she is innocent. Also, inadvertently acted like she's the victim. I didn't know he was doing all that. Now, keep in mind, this is the same woman who said, bitch, she was talking shit to another girl. Bitch, if I wanted you, you would be eating my pussy. You a munch. I have Diddy force you to do it. She was talking all that sex trafficking shit until she seen sex trafficking charges or potential charges. She want nothing to do with it. Okay? Now, the timing is obviously going to be very real. I told you back then that I believe that Young Miami got a lawyer. I believe Young Miami got a lawyer, and her lawyer was to guide her through this process of being interviewed by the feds who are probably trying to ascertain information about Diddy and sex trafficking. When you see someone speak up like this, that means they're not charged, but they're probably also not a witness. Okay? However, we also have to realize this is the thing about the whole thing with sex trafficking, right? Especially how they're looking at Diddy. It's not only Diddy that might get charges. Especially if they're saying RICO. When you hear RICO, a racketeering situation, that means an organization. It's very rare you see a organized crime happen with only one person doing the crime. Unless everybody else is cooperating and that only one person gets charged. So anytime we're thinking about racketeering, the feds are thinking about who else knew about this, who else was involved, who else pretty much set all this shit up. Now, this is the thing that a lot of people don't understand. When you see Cassie's lawyer keep putting out these statements, Cassie, even though we look at her as a victim, obviously, definitely look at her as a victim after we saw that video of Diddy like clobbering over the head. Potentially, initially, she was possibly looked at as a suspect, just like Ghislaine Maxwell with Diddy. Oh, not Diddy, Jeffrey Epstein. Now, I have to explain. Most of these sex trafficking cults, they usually have a madame. They usually have a woman who becomes the main bitch or the bottom bitch sometimes. And that woman is there to make other women feel comfortable, feel safe. They also do the recruiting, okay? Now, here's the thing, and this is where it's a slippery slope with sex trafficking and other things like that. If you've ever had a bitch and you try to get a threesome, you have your girl go, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you ever had a little freaky chick who like, oh, I like girls too. Like, sometimes girls would be like, oh, I'll go bag the girl. I'll go bag the, you know what I mean, the other girl. That's such the case. except this is done on almost a commercial level, and it's done in the name of sex trafficking. So it's not what you and your girl do where y'all go to the club and you watching your girl kind of flirt with another girl and you just kind of sitting there like, oh shit, we finna have a threesome if my girl pull her because like, oh shit, because you let your girl do the shit. No, this is, yo, y'all bitches got to get down with the program, and usually it's one familiar person. Now, when in the case of Cassie, she's popular, at least everybody else who's coming in. She's the familiar person making the other girls feel like, oh, I guess we should be doing this. Cassie's here. She's doing this, and she's famous, and she's his girlfriend. That's what people thought Young Miami was. Now, clearly, and this is my opinion, and we're about to get into this video in a second, clearly Young Miami has passed that little part where she has to interview with the feds and tell what she knows, and her lawyer probably provided proof of text messages, flights, and other things of how they kind of got girls or their actions or sexual actions, that they feel that Young Miami will not be used as a victim. Well, let's not say victim. Will not be used as a witness or won't be looked at as a suspect, as Diddy is potentially about to be charged. The grand jury is convening as we speak. Everybody from the educated legal minds, they are saying that we should get an indictment or hear about an indictment within the next 1 to 2 months. It's a 60-day rolling clock at this point, right? So now we get Carisha, who's now doing an episode of Carisha Please. And by the way, this drops on Revolt. Here's the thing about this too. So you should know she's kicking in Diddy's back because she's still on Revolt. But here's the thing. Revolt isn't owned by Diddy anymore. Revolt is owned by supposedly the employees of the company, but it was really bought out from Diddy because Diddy sold. So Diddy sold, and then they took the shares, or they made shares of the company, and then they gave it to the employees, that the employees there, could feel like they're valued, this and third. So Carisha Please supposedly staying with Revolt, but they're almost anti-Diddy at this point, and they have to be that advertisers could rock with them. So now they're putting out an episode of Carisha Please. You can imagine they vetted this. They probably looked at this. They're making sure that Young Miami's not going to say nothing about, and by the way, here's the thing. This is the thing about the disloyalty of some women. Right now, we don't need Carisha. Like, if you're Diddy, you don't need Carisha to be like, oh, he innocent. Like, you leave that for the mama. That's the mama. The mama come out, her son's a serial killer. She be like, oh my God, my son, he never hurt a fly. Oh my God, what y'all. That's what the mama do. But the girlfriend, you expect the girlfriend to hold it down a little bit, right? You expect for her to testify or her to say, yo, all I know about Diddy, he's sweet, he's kind, he's charming. Like, he isn't what y'all are saying. I can't speak about nothing in the past, but ever since I met him, none of that happened. That goes a long way. It kind of goes to show that maybe the pattern of behavior maybe stopped. Let's go into this, which is now Young Miami, who is opening up with the gay Ninja Turtle, the broad-backed bastard, Saucy Santana on Carisha Please. Let's get into this real quick, chat. All right.
Season 2 of Carisha Please, but this episode is a special edition. And I told myself that I wasn't going to be strategic or try to find the right words to say.
Oh, my bad, Chad. I'm sorry. I know I was muted. Thank you for. I was spamming. I'm like, am I spinning that much? It's all good. I'm a little lit today, Chad. It's all good. This is. I know sometimes when I speak, some of it comes across like, damn, Ak, man, look like you going hard on the women. I don't really think I go hard on women. Period. right? But I do go hard on certain type of women, and this is where lack of accountability comes in for those women. Because here's my thing: I do have a problem with the women who reap the benefit of fuck shit with the dude, and as soon as dude gets locked up, she ain't with the shit, or she denounces it, or acts ignorant like she never knew nothing of it. Right? It's the Chloe Baileys of the world who, come on now, like when Gunna's throwing up 50 million gang signs right next to you in a club, it's all bull, or actually, well, he's a Crip, so it's cool. But as soon as he gets locked up, you're like, oh my god, like I'm just like I'm innocent cherry. I'm a berry. I don't know what's going on. Like get me out of here. I hate women like that. I hate specifically is the women who date like scammers. I'm not a scammer, but like I understand and identify. There's a bunch of women who will date a nigga who's clearly scamming. He buys you bags. He's always cash rich. He's buying you bags. He's bringing you on vacation. This and third. You're all with the shits. You're into it. As soon as he gets caught, you now turn to a victim. Oh my god, he fucked up my credit. Bitch, you were enjoying driving around in his luxury cars. You were going on vacations. You were on private. Like, how do you mean like you're some type of victim? You that's the one thing about certain. It's not all women. Certain type of women that do piss me off. Right, the women who enjoy the gravy train until the gravy train gets stopped. Then she's the one that's, oh my god, why would they do that to me? You're not the victim. You're actually a willing participant, right? So this is what I believe Young Miami's finna do, right? She's about to rewrite the narrative, and she's about to say, you know what? I wasn't with that. I wasn't with all that other shit, even though I was talking shit about it. Anyway, enough for me. Let's get into it.
That I wanted to tell my truth, my story on my platform.
Anytime you hear a bitch say she want to tell her truth, she's saying she want to throw a nigga under the bus. Trust me. There's never a woman's truth that actually uplifts a nigga. My truth means fuck that nigga.
Where I feel safe and I'm ready to get into all the smoke. Clock that T.
Bitch, catch you.
So I have the one and only, my best friend, Saucy Santana.
I'm here. We get into all things Carisha. I want to call this episode Carisha Speaks.
Okay.
In their career and their life. I feel like in life, everybody go through something, whether it's a breakup, a divorce, a death.
We're going to get to the meat and potatoes of this bullshit. Oh, she already crying? No fucking nigga. It's 3 minutes in. She already crying. Yo, one thing. Hey, listen. Y'all gonna say y'all could get that narrative off. Yo, act you jealous of women is fine. One thing I'm jealous of, like manipulative women, is that manipulative women could cry on command, right? For most men, let me tell you, if you're a man like me, when a woman cries, like nigga, she could have killed 10 people, and you're like, this fucking evil bitch. She starts crying. You're like, well, it's only 10. It could have been 20. Like you have a heart for women because you have a heart for females. Like, you know what I mean? And women really know this. Crying gets niggas. Crying, like a man is a provider. A man is a protector. And the ultimate sign that you're probably not doing either is a woman in despair. And when a woman cries, it almost like it gives you almost the onus to be like, oh shit, damn, maybe I'm judging her too harshly or whatever. Like a bitch will suck 13 dicks and start crying, right? And then you're like, fuck. Like, anyway, 3 minutes in, she's crying. Hold on, let me back up a second.
Oh.
Let's see.
1 minute, I'm happy.
No, 2 minutes in, she's crying. Nigga, it's 2 minutes. What the fuck? Oh, this is good. Wait, hold on. I hate watching this silverback gorilla, but come on.
Ain't nobody gonna hear from you till 2028, baby.
Thank you.
So I want you to say today and let everything out, get everything off your chest, and we're gonna get into it.
Let's go. I'm ready.
So I want to get into mental health with you. I feel like I just want to check on, and I feel like everybody wants to know just these days, how are you? Just in general with life, your kids, family, and just with your career. Like, where are you at mentally?
I'm just all over the place. You know, I'm going through a lot, and some days I just be like, everybody go through this in their career and their life. I feel like in life, everybody go through something, whether it's a breakup, a divorce, a death, just like whatever it is. And I feel like,
Let it out. This is a safe space. This is your space to be vulnerable and just really, let out how you feel.
so mentally, like,
Yo, this Bati boy really is trying to show some cleavage. This is crazy. Yo, what type of world we live in, bro? We got niggas showing cleavage. Like, this shit crazy, gang.
What's your career? Like, where are you at mentally?
I'm just all over the
Yo,
place.
this nigga shaved his chest hair, took 13 estrogen pills, and is trying to show off cleavage, nigga.
You know, I'm going through a lot, and
Oh my God, I'm going through a lot. What do y'all think she's going through compared to Diddy?
some days I just be like, everybody go through this in their career and in life. I feel like in life, everybody go through something, whether it's a breakup, a divorce, a death, just like whatever it is. And I feel like
Let it out. This is a safe space. This is your space to be vulnerable and just really, let out how you feel.
some mentally, like 1 minute I'm happy, 1 minute I'm sad, 1 minute I'm feeling like fuck this shit. And then the next minute I'm looking at my kids and I'm like,
I want her to explain though.
I ain't
Let me
bring
give
us
her the
this far to
chance.
go backward.
I know me and her have issues or whatever, like we went back and forth, but I'm gonna really try to give her the opportunity. I know some information behind the scenes that I'll bring to light, but I don't want to neglect maybe some things that I'm missing. So I want her to explain, right? So she's going through some stuff. Let's see.
Yeah.
I work hard. You get what I'm saying? Like I put in a lot of time and effort in this shit. I did it when I was pregnant alone. And I feel like in life you gotta go through shit to get through shit. Like Usher said that and I was like, wow, that's some real shit.
Yeah.
And I feel like in life everybody is going through something. Whether it's a divorce, whether it's a death, whether it's they just lost their job, just anything. And that's what keep me going because I know that like life not perfect. And we gotta learn from our mistakes and life is a lesson. And I feel like the people that I thought that would be in my corner or that are like, when I was going through this shit, nobody called me to check on me. Nobody called me to see how I was doing. Like, people was really like, ah, you thought.
Yeah. So when it comes to Diddy, why do you
Ooh,
think
okay.
that you
The
are
broadback, silverback gorilla. He asked the question immediately. 3 minutes in, Diddy. Look at her face.
so heavily involved in everything? Like everything that comes out about him, like you said, it's automatically, well, what you think? Well, how you feel? What you got to say?
Because people feel like I was Diddy's biggest cheerleader and I made him my
People feel like she was Diddy's biggest cheerleader. Hold on. I don't know why people would think that shit. I have zero fucking idea why people would think that Carisha was Diddy's number one cheerleader. I have no idea. Why could they think such a blasphemous thing? Why? Why would people even think that she was cheerleading Diddy? Hey, okay. All right.
brand. And I feel like Diddy was on brand for me. I got with Diddy environment to my life. I had him at the office. I was still doing Rich Roulette in the split. All
Yeah.
right on. Ari slap on my ass. I ain't never think I was bigger than the program. I was still on my City Girl shit. I was still doing remixes. Don't play with it.
You did Gucci Mane,
Gucci Mane.
First
I was
Impression.
still
This is where Carisha starts to lie. And Carisha, when I'm saying it, you know I'm speaking facts, girl, because I talk to everybody. You talk to. That's where you're incorrect. Everybody around you, your label included, was not happy with how you were gallivanting with Diddy. Now here's the problem, and I've spoken to so many executives, including your executives, and you know Big Ack ain't lying. That's the problem when labels get a female artist. Let me put you on game chat. You see a lot of female artists ultimately, and I hate to get red pill in it because I was just talking about red pill niggas last night, but I do have to get a little bit red pill. You see a male artist, and I've told you before, there's been a few artists where a male got into a relationship and then they started to stray away from their career, and essentially the label started sending me shit to make sure they drove the narrative. They basically sent me shit to help the breakup happen. Because here's the thing, an unfocused artist who's focused on his girlfriend, or in this case, focused on a boyfriend, is a artist that's not going to show up to shows, show up to appearances, and is going to have to balance a schedule of trying to be with another nigga. Keep in mind, Diddy is ultra successful, doesn't need to do shit, and neglect their actual obligations within their group or their actual career. Okay? So it happens for males, but let me tell you what I've heard about female artists. I've spoken to over 4 or 5 executives, the biggest executives in the world, okay? I don't want to name drop any of them, but these are the guys who sold billions of records. There's only a handful. It shouldn't be that hard to calculate. And what they told me, they said, man, the thing is when you have a female artist, is that the female artist is loyal to the dick she's sucking. And that's some red pill shit. A woman really is loyal to the dick she's sucking at the time. So here's the thing. We got you on the City Girls wave. We need you to pop up in Kansas City. We need you to pop up in Milwaukee. We need you to pop up Tennessee. We're doing a radio run. We're promoting this record here. Hey, we also have you doing a drop here. We want you to put you in the studio here. It's unbeknownst to a lot of y'all, an artist schedule, especially when you're on a big label, like it's kind of booked. The epitome of booked and busy. Okay, what happens when you give an artist a schedule or you have meetings and the artist says, me and Diddy going to Aruba. So, unless we're recording City Girl shit, yeah, we could do the radio shit later. Or, I'll tap in with them later. But because me and Diddy going to Aruba. Okay. What is the label going to say? Nah, twist your arm. You're going to the... No. Go on then. Okay? When it's now, music is starting to slow up. Other girls are popping out. You're getting the Sexy Reds, you're getting the Lottos, you're getting the Ice Spices. Hey, y'all spearheaded this movement, this City Girl movement. We need some records. We need this. Finally, keep in mind, and this is one thing I want to add to the City Girl story. Young Miami never wanted to be an artist. If she says she wanted to be an artist before she got famous, she's lying. She never wanted to be an artist. She wanted to be popping. You know when girls be like, yo, I just want to be lit, and you can't get a definition of what lit is? That's what she wanted to be. So she just wanted to be lit. She never wanted to be an artist. So the label is crafting all these moves. We got to get you in here. Okay, let's bring Yachty in to write. Okay, cool. Let's get Baby to feature here. Okay, cool. Let's put you over here. Oh, Drake, yo, could you? Yes, they're making everything happen. We're giving credit to the artists, but the artists don't even care about being an artist. They're on for the ride. So that's one of the things I do want to correct her with, because she's acting like, oh, no, I'm doing everything I had to do. Here's the thing. You're non-talented. You could barely read. You don't really rap, and you need to rely on ghostwriters and your labels to put you in position, and then you're unfocused on your own career, and you then fall into a lifestyle that's bigger than the money that you make. Here's the thing, and this is the difference between men and women. Most men and most women. Let me not just generalize like it's all. Carisha is a millionaire. But like any woman, when she gets around a nigga with a bag, she'll say fuck her back, because women really don't want to work. Like these type of women. I'm not saying all women. A nigga, when you get around a bitch, and I'm saying women who making more money than you, it's going to inspire you. I've spoken to Offset. This is an actual conversation. He said, act. I forgot the time he said, act. He said, I got to turn up and keep dropping these records. He said, my bitch is on fire. Nigga, I can't just have her lit out here and I'm not lit. That's how a man sees when you're with someone who is very successful. When a woman's with a nigga who's successful, they're like, all right, fuck my shit. I'm good. He gonna take care of me. That's when I've explained the two problems that was happening with Carisha. No passion, no talent, and then she's her schedule is dictated because of her love or her lust for Diddy. And it might not be lust for Diddy, but because of the lifestyle that Diddy's is giving. Keep in mind, put it like this. I'm giving y'all real shit. This is real shit. All right, yo, and this is why a lot of labels don't do female artists. And for y'all female artists, I'm giving y'all explanations. Yo, it's two of y'all. Y'all need makeup teams. Y'all need this. Y'all need that. It's not like some niggas who be like, yo, we'll fly your barber out or just hire a barber for $1,000 to cut your hair in the city. And, you know what I mean? We get a stylist to get you some clothes. You need glam makeup. We need this, need that. You need a lot of things as females, right? Then, here's the thing. With all due respect, the city girls ain't never sell over like 30,000 records. Or like 40,000. I don't even know the peaks, but it's never been big. To put that into terms, I just want to let y'all know, that's not we're flying everywhere private money. You're going to be first class, but you're going to be on JetBlue, girl. Okay? That's where you're at. So that's what the label will fund. Now, maybe during your album release, where now we need to get you from Kansas to LA to Texas to Miami. For those 2-3 days, we're going to get you a private jet. Both of y'all are going to be on it. Get both y'all makeup artists. Everybody travels as a team. But y'all not flying across the United States every single day in private jets. It doesn't make budgetary sense. You're not making that much money. Okay. Cool. So now imagine this. You get the itinerary for your label. Hey, we got you and your two girls and your assistant, y'all first class, but y'all flying to here. Diddy calls you and says, yo, Carisha, come get on Love Air. We're going to the UK. Oh shit, we're going into the Caribbean. Diddy got so much money, he tells you, yo, you and your girl, because you know what Diddy's doing? It's old school player shit. Diddy about to fuck with some new bitches. Diddy just gives you the jet that you could just go fly with your girls and go do some other shit. You think you're responding to your label? Also, let me also break down the dynamic between most artists and their labels. Most artists and their labels, if you don't know, I keep saying this, people think that rap is a regular job you get paid every 2 weeks. You don't. This is why artists fall out of love. If you're not really in love with music or not that profitable, you fall out of love with music because you don't get paid on the 1st and the 15th. That's not how this shit works. They give you an advance up front and you got to turn in an album to get the next. Usually artists are in debt, so if we're talking about residuals or we're talking about like, you know what I mean, anything that would come off the profit of the project, they're going to spend so much money you'll never get there. And then most of these artists, their pub is like abysmal. So essentially, most artists make the most of their money off touring. So why would you even listen to your label? Your label wants you to keep working. You've gotten half of the money already. And then you have a rich nigga who's not even a rich nigga, a wealthy nigga who's giving you an experience that even your label can't fuck with or wouldn't fuck with because it's a loan. Do you see why the whole Diddy thing happens? I'm telling you this not because I'm guessing. I'm telling you this because it's 100,000,000% fact. Go ask the people at her label. If she's watching, she'll be like, damn, how Act knew I had these conversations.
Working. City Girls was on tour with Jack Harlow. We had Act Bad. You know, Diddy came to me with the song. Told JT let's get on this record. Like I was still doing City Girls shit. I was heavily involved in it.
Act Bad is a basic ripoff of Act Up that you dropped 3 years ago. That lacked the promo. That was really for mostly Diddy's campaign. What she's getting incorrect is that you stopped your music career, girl. You stopped it to be a mistress or to be in that cult. You stopped it. It's not like you were working and Diddy just fit around your schedule. You stopped it. That's the problem. Your label was frustrated with you.
I never thought I was bigger than the program.
So with Diddy, what was your experience with dating him? Because I feel like in the headlines, it's a lot of just chaos and it's a lot of allegations. And so I think that's what makes people feel like, well, since you were so heavily involved, you were a part of these things or you were around these things. So what was your experience like, dating him?
Well, I met Diddy at P Party, and I met him when he was in a love era. And I met Diddy when the world was celebrating him and giving him his flowers while he was alive. Like he was getting the Global Icon Award, the Lifetime Achievement Award, the Key to the City. He had a new album that was coming out. So I was celebrating him with the world. And I just feel like everybody trying to crucify me for it. Like, you was his biggest advocate, you was his cheerleader, but I was just celebrating when the world was celebrating him. So why am I being crucified or why am I being separated?
Yeah.
When I was dating him, it was love, love, love. The frequency is high. We used to laugh because that's like him saying it's always, "What's up, queen?"
Yes.
So I just felt like I met him like in a whole new era, and that wasn't my experience. Like when I met him, it was just like I told y'all on season 1. I even asked him like, "Why you fucking with me? Why you fucking with a city girl?
Yeah.
Why you coming into my world?" Because I'm on some whole other shit. Like, you know my lyrics and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
Yo, chat. Listen, I've done so much research and like talking to people behind the scenes. I got some answers for y'all, and I'm gonna answer Young Miami's question. I'm gonna answer from a nigga perspective because what Diddy gonna tell you ain't gonna be real to really what's going on. Young Miami, with all due respect, you are a pretty girl, but there's a lot of pretty girls. Unfortunately, these days, and I'm saying this for women, lucky for men, beauty, especially seeing all these girls get lip fillers, they're wearing fake hair. That ain't her hair, right? They get some butt implants. They put their titties up to their neck. Like, it's easy to create the idea of beauty that a man would be appealed by. So what makes you special, right? Is it because you had some fame? No, Diddy's messed with way more famous women than you. He had J-Lo, for God's sakes. What makes you special? I'm going to tell you, and nobody's going to, like, if you disagree with me, it's because you don't know no niggas in the industry. Because I talk to these niggas. Like, what is it about this girl? You know what they say? A chick like Young Miami is just a super freak. She do everything. She down with any. So that's why I didn't like her trying to bring that P shit back. Bro, they fuck with you because you're down with everything. Like, certain women, like, pull at this. Self-respect is the kryptonite of rich niggas. Let me say that slowly. Women, self-respect is the kryptonite of rich niggas. They don't want to be around you when you're saying, I'm not doing that. Listen, I don't want to be in a free call for an orgy. I don't want to be fucking licking your ass while your friend fucks me. I don't want to do that. I've never done that. That's beneath me. Women, the women you see get chose, and I'm telling you this, and this is universal. The women who are in the game, they know this too. If you want to get in the game, first you got to hit that plateau of how good you look. Once you're above the bar on how good you look, how far you go with these men in the industry will revolve around how little you say no. Hey, you want to get fucked on this boat in the middle of the ocean? Yes. Yo, we got this whole, we having this like a little crazy party where we got a villa in Turks. We got like 17 women. I want you to come with it. Like, we gonna be having mad shit, blah, blah, jet skis, whatever. We gonna be having orgies, whatever. You down? Yo, you know you gotta be fucking. I'm down. That's what these women won't say. They're acting, and they snitch on themselves because even when they rap about it or they talk about it, never they say, oh, the reason why I'm getting all these benefits or these guys like me is because of my personality. I'm a good person. Like, I'm a sweet soul. I'm caring. I'm really loving. They never say that. So you happen to wonder, why is it? Is it that their pussy's so good? Is it that they suck penis that good? Or is it the fact that their self-esteem is tanked? Their ability to be down with whatever the dudes that are controlling and footing the bill want is actually there. That's what it is. That's what Young Miami is not telling y'all. And I don't know if she's accepted that herself. Diddy's been fucking women, hordes of women, thousands of women for over 30 years. If he gets with a city girl, you think he wants to have missionary sex and just doggy style? Or do you think he wants to have all type of toys, other men, other women, other just out of this world? Because now he's trying to create, like, at that point for people like Diddy, sex becomes a drug in the sense of, yo, you're trying to chase the high of the first time you fucked, except you fuck so many bitches, you need to recreate some new shit to feel even half the feeling. So now you gotta have Young Miami off 15 drugs, eating out 5 other chicks' pussy. Like, y'all doing some weird shit. Y'all got dildos, all type of rods just sticking into each other. That's what it is. Here's the thing. The women who get up to that stature, they don't say no. I always say to women who claim they hang around celebrities, I say you got 2 choices to pick. If you start to say yes, don't say yes and then say no. And let me explain what I mean. Don't start to be like, oh yeah, I'll do this, but I won't do that. You know what I mean? What I mean by, let me explain even more because that might sound crazy. Oh, I'm down to threesome in the orgy, but nah. Listen, it's either you're going for the top, or you're gonna just have your self-respect and say no, I'm good. Unless you want to fuck with me in a one-on-one, or you want to fuck with me in this type of capacity, I'm good. But a lot of women, they'll suck a nigga off at a party, suck a nigga off at a B&B kickback, suck a nigga off at a game night. Then you know what the nigga gonna say? All right, it's time for the threesome. Nah, I thought it was just me. No. You're in the life now. That's just what it is. That's just now. I'm being very like lewd, and I know people are gonna be like, "Yo, act whoa!" Like I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. The women you see that are at the top, they do everything. That's why when some of these topics of peeing comes around, when they say, "Oh, I don't do that," I'm like, "Stop lying." They all get peed on. They all lick ass. They all do threesomes. They all get fucked. And if the nigga be on some freaky shit and want his man to come in, they all do that too. I promise you. I'm telling you, 90% of the women you see, I gotta stipulate, with successful men, they're basically bouncing from successful nigga to successful nigga. And you're like, what is it about them? Is it their personality? Are they that funny? Maybe they're just a good time. No, they're just the girl that does anything. It's let me use a Kwame Brown saying, the go along, get along gang. Okay? Whatever freak shit a nigga got in mind, they'll do. Promise you.
Like, when I got with him, he was just a man. And like, it was more of like, okay, we ain't gonna do that. We gonna sit, we gonna communicate, we gonna get solutions. What's going on? Like, we ain't even going that route. So that was my experience with him.
So a lot of the things that people really like say about him, you didn't experience that as in dating. That's not something that you saw. So is that the reason why you never said anything? Is that the reason why when all of these allegations and lawsuits came apart, like, why didn't you speak?
Because I can't speak on something that wasn't my experience. And I can't speak on something that I don't know. I can't speak on these allegations because I wasn't around at the time. I don't know that person, and that wasn't my experience.
You see, well, there's allegations about, this is a cap interview, we could tell already. There's allegations with you being around, allegations of you providing drugs, allegations of you being around sexual encounters. You haven't spoke about those. And by the way, I don't expect her to speak about it because these are civil situations that a lawyer, listen, I know when you get sued, you don't want to be speaking about these things. But if you're going to do a I'm coming clean shit, just be like, hey, these are legal situations, but I'm innocent. I didn't do nothing. And they're lying. Like, I'd rather her say that, but she's acting like really like, oh my God, these things are going on? Come on, like.
So with you being, I feel like, a survivor of domestic violence, he never hit you in a relationship. He was never violent. Was that something that you had to tolerate, or that wasn't a part of?
The look she just did is the look every woman does to say, should I hold this bitch ass nigga down now? Of course Diddy backhanded this hoe. Like, come on. That look she did was like, should I hold this fuck nigga down now? Because I'm going to be honest with you, a real bitch going to be like, no, he never hit me, even though she got a bruise. You know what I mean? Like, when a woman really finished with you, she going to be like, of course he beat my ass. You know what I mean? Like, and also she got to think about it. You know, if I say no now, I could never file a lawsuit.
He never hit you in a relationship. He was never violent. Was that something that you had to tolerate, or?
I believe Diddy slapped every chick, maybe with the exception of J-Lo, and she might have got backhanded too. Come on, man. Diddy a nigga from the 90s, bruh.
that wasn't a part of, because I feel like that's the biggest thing to him right now is, what he going through in these lawsuits and that video that came out.
Is this nigga serious? This gay nigga, it can't be serious. The biggest thing is that he hit women? Brother, I'm sorry. There's too many. Like, I'm not supporting domestic violence. But if slapping a bitch is the biggest thing that Diddy's guilty of, trust me, this is hip hop. Niggas would be like, oh, we don't. They would be like, bad Diddy, bad Diddy. And 6 months later, be partying with him. That's not why Diddy's in trouble. Diddy's in trouble for them freak offs, nigga. Let's keep it a bean. Like him putting a hand on a bitch. Like, again, with all due respect, we don't condone it, but that ain't why, my nigga.
Out. And it's like, I feel like a lot of people are wondering, was that your experience? And I know personally that you've been through domestic violence before, and I don't think that's something that you've grown from and that you don't.
By the way, somebody just pointed this out on Twitch. Hey, we got about 14,000 people on King Akademiks YouTube, man. I hit the like button. We only got like 700 likes on there. Come on, man. Get that shit to at least 3 bands.
Tolerate.
I've been through domestic violence in 2 relationships. And I told myself, after the second relationship, I would never put myself in that situation again, especially now being that I'm a mom. I was a mother then, but like having a daughter, like I would never put myself in that position. I don't stand for domestic violence. I'm just not going for that.
So do you feel like with dating Diddy, like, was it a business relationship? Do you feel like it was beneficial for you?
I feel like it was beneficial for both of us. I think that, like, I was able to come and be a brand ambassador for DeLeon and take it to a whole nother level, because I feel like, I won't say nobody wasn't drinking DeLeon, but...
Nobody wasn't drinking DeLeon.
Yo, this chick is full of herself. Shorty, nobody drank DeLeon because of you. Like, what Diddy did for Ciroc, I ain't even gonna lie, I did a big alcohol purchase today. I actually bought Ciroc. I felt guilty, though. I said, damn. Not that I'm, like, supporting Diddy, but, like, Diddy was the black ambassador for this brand that's really white people shit. And nothing wrong with white people, but it's just, like, this is not cultural, right? And I'm like, damn, they got Diddy out of the paint. Should I really still buy it? You know what I mean? Like, I felt almost bad buying Ciroc today just because I was just like, you know what I mean? It would be different if they brought some other black influencer in there and be like, hey, this is our guy now. But it's clear that they have been ingratiated with the cultural market, and I don't think they're gonna fuck with nobody cultural again. And if we keep buying the shit, it's like gonna be like, oh, okay, we keep running up the sales, even though they don't have nobody of culture there, right? You know what I mean? But whatever. Anyway,
nobody wasn't drinking DeLeon, but
Nobody wasn't drinking DeLeon.
but nobody drank DeLeon because of motherfucking Creesha, man. Maybe a couple like little whores that go to the club in them little fucking striped leopard dresses that they get from Fashion, but even like they can't even afford it. Like DeLeon wasn't like a cheap item.
But when I came, it was just like, it's a city or a summer, we drinking DeLeon, we acting bad. So I feel like I was an asset. I honestly just feel like with Diddy, like, I met him at a P party, and I don't know what his intentions was, but I don't know if it was like business or he really liked me, but I felt like, when he got me, he really saw something in me, and that's why he was like, you know what? You got a big personality. Like, you can...
Yo, women gotta stop being delusional, man. Oh, a nigga fuck with me because I got a nice personality. Bro, like, come on.
You should do a podcast. Like, you know how to engage in conversations. Like, you know how to ask good questions. So I felt like, I came into his world and I was able to, like, turn everything he had going on up a notch. Like, he had DeLeon. I was able to have the whole world drinking DeLeon, putting in his songs. Like, I made it popular, Yeah. And then...
Wait, what? 1 in the chat if you bought DeLeon before. 2 in the chat if you've never bought that shit a day in your life.
Revolt, I was able to come and make it the #1 podcast on Revolt.
Yeah.
So I felt like, and then with him...
Now, here's my analysis of this. And I'm sorry I keep pausing it, but, shit, we got to add some context and shit. I believe that, Diddy's intentions with her was 100% sexual. This is like a woman who is like seen as sexy in pop culture. I could get her to bend to my every demand and literally be on all fours for me in any freaky situation. By the way, I don't know if y'all remember when Diddy was going on mad vacations when they first got together. Young Miami would be there with a gang of other chicks. Like, I'm not even trying to like. I ain't trying to, because I got no smoke with homie. So I'm not trying to like fuck with his household, but Devin Haney's girl used to be on there too. Like Devin Haney's girl, Lena Syed. She was with Taz Angels. She was with Diddy and them. Diddy, Young Miami early on. Like you would see, like she's now pregnant for Devin Haney. That's why I don't really want to go too crazy, but yeah, like they would all be on a yacht. Look, I just Google it. Lena, bro, I miss nothing. Lena Sayed, Young Miami, Diddy. All you gotta do is do a fucking look. They're all on vacation, my nigga. Look, they're all on vacation. Like they were all like, bro, this was orgy time, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Diddy get them all on the 100-foot yacht and was going from room to room to fuck them all, just slanging dick like it was going out of style. You get what I'm saying? So I think he definitely had her around for sexual reasons and maybe fun reasons. She probably knew how to pop off a party, get good vibes. Like, you know what I mean? Like a lot of women ain't good vibes. Like some women, they get drunk and they fuck up the shit. She might be the good vibes that like encourages like, yo, y'all girls get turned. Like, let's get lit. Like, so I definitely think that was the intention. I think the Carisha Please, which I'll be honest with you, I think Diddy, that was a good business move by him. I think that was finally the payout, right? The payoff for Diddy was that he gave her a podcast and it worked. Like, I'm not gonna lie, Carisha Please does work. So I think that was a payoff for him, but I don't think he started bringing her on these vacations because she was going to do a podcast. I believe that he wanted to do some freak shit with her. Yeah, and after you've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on these excursions and vacations, you're now saying, damn, just like any old school pimp would, damn, I done spent all this money on this bitch. What could she give back to me? Well, she got a big mouth and she got a name. How about I put my liquor on the table and have her talk to some people and talk about the freak shit that she already do with me. Bingo. Works. Finally, Diddy gets a poppin' show on Revolt. It was a win-win at that point, right?
It was like he was able to, take my career to the next level. I did the Met Gala. I got ready with Vogue. Like I wasn't going into the relationship thinking like, I want to get a purse. I want to go on private jets. I want to get diamonds. Like I feel like I'm up under a mogul. I want to learn something. Like I want to learn business. I want to learn how to. Okay, you got a network. How can I get a network? Or you had a.
I hate when women say dumb shit like that. Yo, a bitch will open an OnlyFans page and start talking about owning like a skyscraper. Like, shut up. Shut the fuck up. How do I own a network? Bitch, sold 30,000 first week. You know what Diddy? Diddy had to get a couple niggas killed. Diddy had to rob everybody of their publishing. Diddy had to sell clothes, perfume. That nigga had to do all type of shit to get the money to buy a network. All you good at is shaking ass, sucking cock, and motherfucking, it was not even good at reading, but just performing the lyrics. And all of a sudden, you think you about to get the same shit as Diddy. Diddy, how I get a network? Shut up, man. Come here. Shut up and this date, man. What the fuck is you talking about?
Sean John, how can I make Carisha Please the next Sean John? So I went into that relationship like on a like more of like I want to become a mogul and I want to learn up under you. Most people just want to get
Yo, this is the easy yo niggas. I'm gonna keep it a being. This is the easiest way to fuck a girl. Just tell like whatever delusional dream she got. You know what I mean? Like a bitch will see me and she'll see the cars and be like, yeah, I just want to be around here to learn how I could own a Maybach. Bitch, you gotta get $300,000. That's what you gotta do. Ain't nothing more to it. Bitch, you ain't gonna get it. Like they just be making up delusional shit. You just be like, all right, okay, I'm gonna just gaslight you into thinking you finna get one. What the fuck, man? Bitch, you got no talent. You got nothing going on. Like, what the fuck?
Body done. You want to get a trip. You want to just do that video. No, I wasn't one of them.
And that's what I respect about you. Because
Young Miami was a professional vacationer. These chicks be capping too much, bro. You a professional vacationer, bro.
Because even though you a city girl, meeting your best friend and knowing you very womanly. I always say that, and like just a grown woman. And so I even seen the elevation in your production. And your team that you started hiring business managers.
Hello.
And I was like,
I think that I think that like when you get around people, you see certain things. Like you able to like you should be able to learn something from somebody. And I felt like I was able to see like how should my business be operating. Like I should have a chief of staff.
Yeah.
I should have a business manager. You know, I should have all of these things in place. And that's what I was learning. Like I took that more of like a learning experience as far as like trying to become a mogul. That's why I'm like, I'm a mogul. I'm a businesswoman.
Yo, we gotta stop the cap. Yo, a bitch opened up an online boutique, nigga, a Shopify store, and all of a sudden she's a mogul. Fuck out of here. Like, let's read what a mogul is. An important or powerful person, especially in motion picture and media industry. Well, yo, when we talking about mogul, we talking about, they said these titles were given to titans of the industry, such as Rockefeller or Ford, Elon Musk. Nowhere will we ever say Carisha in that mix. You feel me?
I'm not just a rapper. Like I'm big in rap.
So I'm ready to get into some smoke.
I'm bigger than rap.
Cause I feel like you popping it and you putting everything on the floor. So we really want to dig a little deeper into you on my end.
You ready for the smoke?
I'm ready for the smoke. Is you ready? So when it comes to, City Girls and JT, y'all was having an argument on Twitter. You felt like, she was making songs about you. She felt like you throwing a rock and hide in your hand. Where do y'all stand at today as City Girls and just as sisters, as friends?
Shit ain't all good and it's not all bad. Like we don't talk every day, but it's no beef on my end. I still look at her like as family, but it's not like we on the phone, we chatting every day or we checking in like, hey, she posting my shit, I'm posting her shit. It's not, I won't say we beefing, but it's not.
Do you feel like taking it to the internet, or do you feel like things that happen behind the scenes have went too far that it'll never be the same motherfucker the old days?
I feel like once we go to the internet, that's kind of like a...
Okay, she's about to cap, so let me just fill you on the real tea, okay? So here's the story of the City Girls. I keep telling y'all, these artists don't get paid on a basis of a 9 to 5, which means they get paid the 1st and the 15th, okay? They're not getting a paycheck every 2 weeks. These artists got to go book shows. If you go back to the City Girls, there was a problem at first with them going on tour. I think they had tried to put them either with Yachty or something like that, and it just didn't work. And, they've never really gone on a really huge successful tour, right? So they've done shows, but they haven't gone on a real successful tour. Also, keep in mind, when you have a group, money gets split in the middle. Also, with a female group, let's say they're getting paid $70,000 for the show. Management's taking 20%, booking agents taking 5%. And by the time you bust it down with glam, makeup, travel, this and third, both of them are showing up in different sprinters. Again, the idea that, in a group where like people really are friends is different. But once you get to a certain level, y'all both got your own entourages. So she's showing up with her own sprinter. This girl's showing up with her own sprinter. They all, like, both of them have their own entourages. So if they're flying somewhere, you're booking 5 or 8 first-class flights for this person, 8 first-class flights for that person. Travel and accommodations for a hotel, it starts to eat up what you're getting paid. So basically you get like, they're breaking down and busting down money for a performance that isn't that much because it's 2 of them. They're not that hot, and they're women because they have a huge team and they have to just pay a lot more. Okay. So now touring and performances doesn't become that lucrative for them. They already got an advance. They're not profitable to the label, so they're not getting paid by the label. And this is what happened. Here's the tip. Young Miami starts going on the Diddy train. Diddy's spending hordes of money, millions of dollars. Money's like, he's throwing up so much money. Money's just falling to her, hundreds of thousands, opportunities. You know what I mean? The best way to, I've learned this and I might have to adopt this. The best way to keep a chick in check, you just kind of, like, especially as a boss, you just got to give her like some job that don't even matter. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, your job is to iron my shoes or something, like just some bullshit. You know what I mean? So she starts to make the majority of her money from DeLeon as an ambassador So she's getting a sizable check. By the way, the check that I hear that she was getting is bigger than anybody else that would be her, like in terms of her celebrity status. So Diddy's, I'm fucking you already. I'm going to give you a big check to be the ambassador because it'll keep, like, every time you think about going off on me for another bitch, you'll remember I'm also your boss. You know what I mean? Listen, worse. So he puts her on payroll there, then he gives her the podcast. So Diddy becomes the majority of her revenue, right? Now, that's not the issue because she's enjoying it. What that does is that when City Girl shit comes up and the label is requesting shit, she's passing on it. And Young Miami, who doesn't have a podcast, and even though she's with Uzi and Uzi treats, my bad, and JT, which is the group mate, JT, who's not like Young Miami and who doesn't have a Diddy, even though Uzi treats JT pretty well, JT want to still be in music. So you have one person uninterested in music and you have one person interested in music. And the label realized that. And the label basically realized that, hey, listen, first of all, we're going to have to make a choice. We're going to have to drop y'all completely, or potentially we're going to see who has the passion. Unfortunately for Young Miami, she doesn't have the passion and she doesn't have the talent. JT has some talent and she does have the passion. And I think when JT realized that she was, go back to that Breakfast Club interview. Breakfast Club City Girls. When it was time for them to promote their album, she showed up with a DeLeon bottle. And she was holding up that product more than she was even holding up. Look, that's DeLeon right here. She's holding up the product more than she's even promoting the album. JT realized at this moment, hey, listen, and this is why I do respect JT, because even though I was making some jokes and I say, yo, she's performing at local bodegas and, you know what I mean, at Olive Gardens, because she was performing at some restaurants, you know what I mean? But she realizes she doesn't want to sell her ass for money. She doesn't want to be doing some OnlyFans shit for money, okay? She wants to make money off music. She likes music enough for that. She doesn't also want to be some concubine for Uzi that just gets fucked and Uzi just gives her like an allowance. She wants to make it, like, not make it on her own, but just like she wants to be in this shit. So she's grinding. Let me tell you this, the kryptonite, or not kryptonite, if you are chasing a goal, and just clip this right here, for anybody in life, if you're chasing a goal, and your best friend is right next to you and he's lazy as fuck, I promise you, if you want that goal bad enough, you end up hating your friend. Because a hard worker can't fuck with a lazy nigga. It doesn't work. You can't be friends, or you can't be really locked in when you're working hard passionately and the other person doesn't give a fuck. You will always fall out. And maybe not fall out like you hate each other, but you'll realize it becomes abundantly clear, I got to separate myself from them. You know why? It's going to become moments. Oh, Carisha says she don't want to go do this because she want to go hang with Diddy. But you know you need to go do this because you might run into so-and-so and y'all might could get locked in the studio and make a song. You're trying to convince Carisha, let's do it. She like, nah, Diddy already got the jet gas stuff. I got to go. Like, yo, City Girl shit. Like, we got to, at some point, you stop hitting the other girl to come with you. Yo, all right, I'm going to just go by myself. Because I know when she's on, she don't want to do that. This is not her passion. Her passion is sucking dick and getting fucked on a Gulf Stream. She just want to be in Turks, like in a train. Like, that's what she wants. She doesn't want this. That's where it really goes in. Now, obviously, there's some other things, to be honest, with the City Girls thing. Like, for example, there's this whole thing that, essentially, when one of them gets in trouble, the other one don't come on Instagram or Twitter to defend each other. And like, they're like, oh, Santana will come to defend Carisha, but they never do. Well, that's some little petty girl shit. But they grew apart because when one girl is comfortable being on her back and getting it, when you want to be in the booth to get it, you're not going to agree with that. Your friend is cool with just laying on her back like a starfish to get that bread. You don't want to do that, even though you got a lit nigga. Y'all can't be friends. This is why they say birds of a feather flock together. This is why if you see 7 hoes and you see the 8th, if the 8th one is always with the 7 and she claims she not a hoe, something's up. So you're telling me the 7 chicks, all they do is hoe shit. They're doing whole shit all the time. And you don't indulge in whole shit. But y'all still find some synergy? How? How? You tell me how. So you're hanging with all the hoes. They only do hoe shit. You're not into hoe shit, but yet y'all still have mass synergy. Something don't add up. Again, usually when you have, you know how many people, I felt like I had so many friends right before I got successful. I had so many friends before I got successful. But I remember when I was back in college and we was time to graduate and my niggas was still chasing pussy and I realized that bills was coming in. I said, I got to start putting in work. I was in a closet recording YouTube videos. So, we about to link with these bitches. And I had to, it was a point I had to say, nah, y'all go ahead. I got to do this shit right here. I had to say that. That made a separation in us being friends because I wasn't there for the moments while they were chasing the girls no more. I wasn't there like when we caught up the next day and they said, yo, last night was wild, yo. I don't have no experiences to add on. I'm gonna be like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I recorded like 3 videos. Like, that shit was kind of cool. Like, fuck out of here, nigga. So you kind of break apart to the point, it gets to a point they're like, yo, why are we gonna hit this nigga act? He gonna say no anyway. So that's what I'm trying to say. That's how they fell out. One chick was chasing dick. The other is still trying to figure out this career shit. You know what I mean? Also, remember, she's also getting kind of like, she's kind of getting like endeared by Nikki. So she's kind of like, she's really feeling it. She's like, she's trying to work on, people have always said she's a talent. I don't know how much she writes as opposed to get shit written for her, but she's been trying. So she's been trying. You know what I mean? Young Miami ain't with it, bro. Anyway, let's get back to this.
I'm the type of person, like, if we feel some type of way, we could hash this shit out behind closed doors. You could call my phone, we could text each other, we could cuss each other out. But like once it goes to the internet, I feel like you trying to get people to pick a side. Mm-hmm. Like you putting people in our business to pick a side, and I don't fuck with that. Because I feel like we've been friends for so long that if we gonna go to the internet, we gotta air each other dirty laundry. Like I'm gonna have to say some shit about you, you gonna have to say some shit about me, and people gonna have to pick a side. And if we real friends, we ain't going to the internet. I'm not going to the internet. And I felt like, I'm always the one that's going to let the narrative run and let people think what they want to think and not clear nothing up. Because it's just, it'll never be that serious to me. Like, I'm cool. I ain't got to clear nothing up.
So how long behind the scenes do you feel like have things been rocky between y'all two?
I feel like it's been a minute. It's been a minute since shit been going on behind closed doors. Like, I just feel like we outgrew each other. I feel like she was in LA. I was in Miami. She was been working on her shit. I didn't know. Mm-hmm. And I just feel like every time we try to get together, it just didn't hit.
So do you feel like distance, you living in Miami, she living in LA, did that play a part in the wedge of y'all two?
I don't know.
Did y'all go to the studio together? How was,
Let me also give it a little more tea. I keep telling y'all, Young Miami never wanted to be an artist. Young Miami, if you're watching this, Big Ack ain't capping. The label gave you your name. They came up with the shit for y'all. They named y'all group. That wasn't y'all being artists and being like, oh shit, we got something, and the label comes in afterwards to polish it. They molded y'all. This is why you could imagine maybe your label gets a little bit disappointed if they fucking made y'all. Molded y'all. Y'all have a huge buzz, and then you choose to go chase dick. You know how disappointed they were? Don't ask me how I know. Go talk to them. But you haven't been talking to them, right?
How was recording, because y'all last album didn't do well. And I feel like even in interviews, y'all weren't in sync. Mm-hmm. And it didn't look like something that just happened. It looked like something that's been occurring.
Yeah. I just feel like when we got together, it just wasn't hitting. I just felt like we was just in 2 different headspaces. Like the way we dressed was different. Like I wear a little tight. JT want to wear something covered. So I just felt like whenever we tried to get together, it just didn't connect. Like we'll be on tour. She got her own dressing room. I got my own dressing room. She riding with her own glam team. I'm riding.
Hey, Chad. I know you see women. Hey, you ever been with a girl? And I know I use mad analogies here, but it's all good. Just rock with me. You ever been with a woman and she describes the situation, like she might be mad as a nigga and she's describing the situation, but nigga ears is different from women ears. I'm going to tell you how. When I'm going to rewind a little bit. What she's saying, all I'm hearing is how much money has to be spent. But she's not thinking about money. She's just thinking about, oh, we're just not friends right now. You know how much, when y'all not that profitable, 2 glam teams, 2 different entourages, 2 different buses. They're pretty much whatever y'all success is, cut it in half. She's not thinking about that, right?
Together, how was recording, because y'all last album didn't do well, and I feel like even in interviews y'all weren't in sync, and it didn't look like something that just happened. It looked like something that's been occurring.
Yeah. I just felt like when we got together, it just wasn't hitting. I just felt like we was just in 2 different headspaces. Like the way we dressed was different. Like I'm more of, I wear a leotard, JT want to wear something covered. So I just felt like whenever we tried to get together, it just didn't connect. Like we'll be on tour. She got her own dressing room. I got my own dressing room. She riding with her own glam team. I'm riding with my own glam team. When we get on the stage and we do our routine, that was probably like the only interaction we had at the time when we was on tour together. So I don't really know like what was the moment that separated us, but I just felt like it became a time where like when we was getting together, it just wasn't connecting. And I was just like, ain't no money in the group. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not going to the studio together. I'm doing a feature. People calling for the City Girls. You know, it's either
Chat, am I an oracle or what? Didn't I just say this shit? Of course she would say there's no money in the group. Because, again, she's not willing, like, as an artist, is a grind. There's a lot of networking. You got to sometimes, the thing with an artist, when you start getting it, when you catch one of these buzzes where you got a hot song or a couple songs, yo, JT probably was mad, like, for a while. You remember, she just got a couple songs that was kind of aight. What's that song called? Something, okay, or whatever the song she got? Nigga, you know how happy she's going to be? That's going to open up budgets for her at the label. That's gonna do a lot of things. More shows. She's getting bookings. That's where money starts coming in. Otherwise, you're not getting paid like that. So when Young Miami, who ain't that passionate about music already, when she's already looking around be like, ain't no money here, of course she's gonna choose to be a sugar baby. Of course she's gonna choose to be a concubine. Of course she's gonna be on Love Air like motherfucking tooting her ass up in the air, getting fucked and peed on.
Me or it's you, it just wasn't connecting no more. And I just felt like that's what really made me like start my own brand. Like I gotta do something because I'm in this group. The group ain't making no money. We not working. So it just became a point where we was just like on 2 different pages. Yeah. And I felt like,
by the way, and I hate to sound like the PR, but the label was losing a shit ton of money with y'all because they would book shit, y'all don't show up, y'all now on the same page. So it's interesting when, you know, the artist's like, we're not making no money. Well, are y'all putting in the effort, the best effort to try to make money? Or perhaps are you skimping out on shit? They've booked flights for y'all to go do interviews, but one of y'all can't show up. So now y'all gotta just cancel because it looks weird if one shows up. Oh, there's a studio appearance or there's a studio session. Somebody want to lock in with y'all, but one can't go. So they're losing money. So when the artist says they're not making money, the label was losing a lot of money. By the way, this is why when I was talking shit to her the last time, I'll tell her something. I think she knows. Your label was about to drop y'all niggas. This is why listen, I always got some shit tucked in the pocket for y'all artists. When y'all talking shit to me, nigga, I know your label was teetering on dropping you 2 motherfuckers. Okay? Because you were unprofitable. I knew it back then. That's why I talked the shit that I talked then. You get what I'm saying? That's why I talked that shit. Because I knew it. Don't ask me how I know it. But, yeah. So, again, I'm just matching her words where she says she's not making money. That should be matched to her label was losing a fuck ton of money keeping them. I'm going to give an assumption. Don't ask me how I know. They only kept y'all and didn't drop y'all because the whole female movement and wave started after Cardi B, but after Cardi B comes you guys. And you guys start the city girls, then we get the hot girls, the icy girls, and the derivatives. Now we get the sexy reds and shit, to a certain extent, I'll even say Ice Spices. Okay? So because you're a legacy thought group. And when I mean thought group, I'm not disrespecting, but the type of music y'all made, y'all started a lane for women afterwards to make the sexual provocative music and actually benefit from it. So your label, even though you say you're not making money, they're hemorrhaging money with y'all. They want to drop y'all. But you know why they don't drop y'all? They don't drop y'all because they said, you know what? These women are going to take this shit serious and realize, put it like this. You know, let me tell you this. I'm going to compare her to me. You know I'm never salty. You know I don't beef with new media members and shit like that. And I show love to a Flacco or What's the Dirt. Shout out to Back on Fig. Shout out to AD. I shout out to all the people come after me. 1090. I shout out to all of them. It's because Act was before all of you niggas. But Act never fell off. You see, you get salty when you help start the wave, and then the wave get bigger than you. Act is act, right? So of course I'm gonna show everybody love. I love y'all. Come on. I love all y'all niggas. Pause. This is what happened with the City Girls. Y'all started the wave, and then everybody after y'all did it better. That hurts. That hurts. So your label is sitting back like, nah, they're the OG. They're going to get the respect. They're the City Girls. But here's the problem. Let me give you another analysis that you have to think about. The City Girls come in with a idea and an image and ideology that women are buying. This is a feminist, woman progressive mantra that says we could sport fuck like men. We could do what we want. Fuck these guys that have been using us, doing whatever. Let's fuck them for a bag. This is what happens next. What you don't know is that Young Miami at that time was pushing 30. These were women closer to their 30s than they were to their 20s or early 20s. Now, I'm not age shaming, and the age doesn't matter that much. But the reason why I mention that is that the idea that they were pushing, they were frauds. It's like, imagine if let's bring in red pill people into it. Imagine if you were watching a red pill creator, and a red pill creator been telling you, don't marry single moms, and don't do this, and don't do that. And that person's been telling you like these list of rules of how to be a high value man. You've been watching this motherfucker. You think he's a high valued man. All of a sudden, you see the girl he wife up. It's the exact opposite. You will look at him like, what the fuck? We don't get it. So, to bring it back to them, Young Miami and JT not realizing, right? You know there's mad R&B, and I know I'm all over the place, but you're going to get it. There's mad R&B artists that realize that what they're pushing is sex appeal, and the idea to women or to men that they're available. So when they get in relationships, they hide it. Young Miami and JT pushed sexual provocativeness, not giving a fuck about men, using men, this and third, and both fall head over heels with the man. And both are in relationships. Do you see how the label gets mad? What the fuck? So y'all both in relationships while we're pushing this movement for, y'all are the first. Y'all are Christopher Columbus of the horse. And we're pushing this message that fuck these niggas. It's all about us, women. And y'all are in love with niggas? What? Do you get what I'm saying? So then when you put that together with the fact that they're aging approaching 30, again, I'm not age shaming. When you get the authentic women who are younger, who actually are whores, who actually are living what they preach, who actually, because they've been broke for so long, they really don't give a fuck about a nigga, they take your spot. So now you created something. Your label is holding on to you. They don't want to drop you yet because they're like, we're losing money, but they created a lane. Hopefully they can rekindle it, but y'all lifestyle doesn't align with it. Ain't that a bitch?
Whenever we just a video shoot, just anything, like it just wasn't connecting. And I was just like, you know what? I gotta like figure something out because I do got kids, and that's what really made me start doing like ritual land and getting into my merch and things like that, because I just felt like the group just wasn't hitting no more.
Basically, right now, today, it's not bad, it's not good, but do you still feel like you would consider JT a sister?
Yeah, I feel like we grew up together. I feel like I'm gonna always look at her as family, but again, like everything I'm not gonna sit here and just like do that strategic question. How are you? Yeah, that's my sister. We go, no, shit ain't all good, but it's not all bad neither. And I just want to move forward from that. I don't want to have to keep answering that question. It's just what it is. It's nothing going on. We not in the group no more. She went her own way, I went my own way, and that's just where we at.
Okay.
JT kicked her ass out the whip, and JT, let me tell you this, girl, that's the best thing you could have ever did. That's the best thing you could have ever did.
Period. And I don't want to answer it no more, so don't ask me.
Wow. So let's get into some tweets. So there was a time where JT was arguing with Cardi. And they was going back and forth, going back and forth, going back and forth. And you woke up and said, I was asleep.
I said I just woke up.
I just woke up. And once
I don't know. Did I say I was asleep or I just woke up?
You said I just woke up. And after you just woke up, there were no more following tweets.
Hold on.
Just with everything that's transpiring.
I just want to see you did it shit.
In order for you to, I could see that.
See, like how I was feeling, like it was really like an aha. I was like, oh my God, bitch, you thought that you had this nigga, you thought that you was going up, and I didn't think anything. I got with a nigga and I did what I was supposed to do.
Period.
And the nigga was doing what he was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would I get with this nigga and just go to Chanel? You know what I'm saying? Like, I was able to get a podcast and I still got my podcast with and without him.
Yeah.
That's somebody putting you in position. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And you selling yourself. I think that a lot of times people count you out or count you short. And just even seeing how you carry yourself in the morning. Wake up, Santana, hold on, I'm on the phone with my business manager. I'm having a business meeting. I'm on a Zoom. I'm talking to my lawyers. Even watching, you turn our lives into, our Instagram lives into this.
Right.
That motivate me. And just even being behind the scenes, you pay for your own studio. You still working. You pay for so much stuff that's even for your brand and stuff out of pocket. Watching you invest in your business.
Yeah, that's something that I take pride into. It's like I want to bet on myself because I feel like everybody always count me out. And I feel like this whole time I've been an underdog.
Yeah.
Like if I live like people was like, hey, we tried to tell you, y'all tried to tell me I couldn't rap.
And look, what I've accomplished.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I love betting on myself because it's like I love betting on myself because I believe in myself. And just like you said, like I've been investing in myself in the last year.
Yeah.
I've been trying to build the team, trying to find managers, trying to find.
Oh, baby, you hire and fire.
Oh my God, because it's just like I know my potential. You get what I'm saying? And I just feel like I got an empire to build.
Yeah.
And I'm going to invest every dollar, every penny that I got into myself. So I do pay for my own studio and I'm not able to release music right now. It's because it's like when I try to turn my music in, it's just like we don't see no growth in your music. Or, you're not elevating and, like the fans that y'all had 6 years ago, they grown now. And it's just like,
That's what I heard too. Yeah, I came in the game at 25. The thing with music, you got to strike while the iron's hot. And you took the majority of the time to chase penis. Those fans have either grown up or they've moved on to Sexy Red and Ice Spice.
When it comes to, I feel like Young Miami as an artist, that's the music I make. I make fun music. You know what it is, Santana? I feel like I lost my personality. And I feel like the reason why I lost my personality is because everything is so literally now. Like,
yes,
we can just be at the pool just talking something and the next day you wake up and it's a headline and it just goes so deep. And that's something that it's just like, I feel like I lost myself. Because, normally I used to be on live all day, Santana. We'll be riding around and call Juicy Crabs anywhere we on live. Now I'm scared to pop up my live. Like, that's like the other day we at the pool. I'm like, Santana, I'm going to turn off my live. Because I feel like people build you up to break you down. So the reason why people fell in love with me is just like now it's just like, oh, you so ignorant, you so this, and I just feel like I don't got a personality no
All right,
more.
let me try to skip through a little.
Personality. Yeah, like
Yeah.
you start overthinking everything.
She was like, in
This some shit you did.
Okay, all right. So it appears that she doesn't really, say too much about Diddy, but she definitely separates herself from it. She at least testifies or says that he didn't beat my ass, and she says he did put me in position, but she doesn't speak too much on his character. She says he was in a love era, but she actually speaks as if she was duped, especially seeing the things that she's hearing now. Again, listen, I do think at this time there is a way that women who have enjoyed the benefits of being around Diddy, living the lifestyle with him that he provided them, they could speak on the character of the person they know or they saw. Be like, hey, listen, he was a good person from what I saw. Like, you know what I mean? Again, you don't have to denounce or say invalidate any of the accusations that people are making, but nobody's even coming to say he's a decent person. Like, people feel like, they can't even, and I think that, not that we care about how Diddy's probably feeling at this moment, but when you think about these things, you're like, so none of y'all could be like, yo, hey, two things could be true, and maybe that those things are true too. But the person I know is a kind, caring, loving person. Always treated me with the utmost respect. He was always looking out for me. I seen how he treated people. Like, I'm shocked by those claims, and I don't know if those are true, but this is the person I know. Like, nobody's giving that strong of a testimony to his character. They're all just kind of more like, oh, I just didn't see nothing. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I see nothing. Okay, whatever. Cool. Anyway, that's happened. Ooh, yo, by the way, we're gonna watch a little bit of there's a guy who was in the car with Fulio. We're gonna watch that as well a little bit later. Anyway, let's go to this really quickly. Two things, but look at this. So Kanye West put up on his story, his manager, John Monopoly, who said, yo, the co-head of Atlantic, Julie, just called me. Remember I told you Atlantic is starting to get busy. Chat, I'm telling you, you gotta keep tapping in him. And this is the only insider stream I've seen where, like, obviously Joe Budden be knowing this shit, but Joe don't really want to give y'all the tea. Joe knows everything too. Like, anything I say, Joe knows. You know what I mean? But Joe kind of does it in a very, I think it's more of protecting his relationship shit. Me, I'm gonna just say the shit. You feel what I'm saying? Anyway, she just got fired, right? By the way, the timing on her getting fired, her pockets got lined already, bro. Remember I told you, Atlantic stopped signing them artists because the executives' pockets are gonna get lined. Her pockets got lined. The new head of Atlantic, you should know who that is. I told y'all who it was. Elliot Grange, the son of Lucian Grange. Okay. She said the new head, which is Elliot Grange, is not going to give us a grace period to handle Atlantic's compensations. Now, what is she talking about? Let me show y'all real quick. Look at this. So if you go to Vultures, and this is typical Kanye actions, right? You go to Vultures 2, Kanye West put out an album without getting any clearances from the artist that's on the album. You know what I mean? Gives no fucks. You get what I'm saying? Let's actually go to the track listing. By the way, who's Ty Dolla $ign signed to? Ty Dolla $ign. Ty Dolla $ign is signed to which label? Is he on Atlantic now? I can't tell. Atlantic. It said he was in Atlantic in 2012. I don't know if he's still there. If he's still on Atlantic, right? If he's still on Atlantic, and I'm not even looking at, let me look at the features. Vultures 2. Yeah, it's probably that. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. Vultures 2, I know they have a bunch of features, but it's probably Ty Dolla $ign. Bro, Ye releases as an independent artist. When you release a album, it's a joint album. Let me tell you how this kind of works. It could be worked as a very interesting and different, because depending on how you sign to the label. So if I'm Ty Dolla $ign and I sign to Atlantic as Ty Dolla $ign, sometimes I won't sign away my group rights, right? So if me and another artist make a group and we release a project, that's not within my actual recording deal. So I could get another deal for that. Like, for example, And Offset took QC to court for this because he was saying, I'm signed to QC as the Migos, but I'm not signed as Offset, the individual artist. That's two different deals. My solo projects are different than my group projects. And because when I drop music with them, it's called the Migos, and I drop music with myself, it's called Offset. It's two different things. Anyway, so usually they do different deals. I guess I say that to say Ty Dolla $ign, I would assume, would have a deal with his label that they're allowing him, whether they're going to count it as one of his albums or maybe they're going to count it as something else because it's a collab with Kanye. But they're supposed to have a agreement with Kanye of how, and by the way, the wording on this, and let me say it. So she said that they're not going to give a grace period to handle Atlantic's compensation. She suggested I let Two Lost and Create. Those are distribution groups. So Create Music Group distributes and Two Lost. Let them know that 40% of all revenue for V1 and V2 needs to be paid to Atlantic. Okay? So essentially they're saying, yo, Ty Dolla $ign is a contracted artist to us. We're just going to say, okay, Kanye, you're the A side. So we're going to say it's a 60-40. So we're not saying 50-50 split, but 40% of the revenue needs to be paid to Atlantic because Ty is signed to Atlantic. I think that's what that kind of means. She's saying if we don't do it or handle it immediately, Atlantic will issue takedowns for both albums. Now, again, if you look at how Vulture 2 is put out, it's not they put it out as a group. It's this weird symbol right here, this thing right here, right? A $sign and a Y, right? Now, it says it's a super group. Now, here's the thing. In Ty Dolla $ign's contract, it could very well say, we have all your rights for not only your solo career, but even if during this album term or this contract term, you participate in a group, right? That has to be what it is. Now, here's the thing. A lot of times they're probably working it out like, all right, cool. You know, you go do that. They're not trying to piss the artist off because a pissed off artist doesn't turn to music. No money gets made. So maybe the last, group of people or the last executives, they're probably saying, all right, since if we don't have to issue no budget, which I would imagine Atlantic issued no budget for the creation of this project, no advances, no nothing, they're going to be like, we're not going to be on it too heavy on what we need to get paid, but y'all know we do need to get paid, but we're not going to be pushy. Here's the thing. Julie's out, which is, the former executive over there. The new executive is like, all right, anybody who owe us money, we collected, motherfucker. So they're basically saying we need our money. And yeah, I keep telling people, I used to say Atlantic was kind of in a dead space. I think Atlantic's about to be back. They're about to be back on their shit. This is part of it. Now, Ye's trying to do some type of I think Ye's trying to do what he does in a lot of situations, right? I think he even says this is how they handle independent artists or something like that. He had a caption that said it. The truth is, Kanye, you can't just drop music. Like, you're a huge artist, but you can't just drop music with no agreements. That's the problem. The same thing we just heard from your former chief of staff, Milo Yiannopoulos, that basically said that you guys were hemorrhaging money because your lack of business affairs were not in order. Like, your business affairs just was not in order. Essentially, Kanye needs to do business. It's just what it is. Yo, they're letting their artists work with you. You got to pay people, bro. That's just what it is. And I don't think that Kanye doesn't want to pay people. I think he's just always negligent. He does it after the fact. And this is why they got to end up threatening him, right? Like, yo, we're going to take it off streaming services if you don't. And I guarantee the check will get cut, right? Because Kanye went number one last time when he sold some amazing numbers for an independent album, and he went number one. This time around, he's probably going to do good numbers again. But if you're doing a project with somebody, but you're not paying them, yo, they deserve to get paid. Now, granted, it's going to the label, and the label's going to cut Ty Dolla $ign's money. But here's the thing. And here's the only thing I could think. Maybe Kanye just already paid Ty Dolla $ign. So that might be a legal thing. He might tell Atlantic, yo, we paid it directly to Ty Dolla $ign, which according to how these contracts are written, the artist cannot collect money for their own work. It has to be collected by the label, that the label could take their cut. Then they could pay the artist. So again, we'll see how this gets played out. But I'm not going to say Kanye, Kanye's giving us music, but we could tell he's just not a great businessman. So he definitely probably owes him some money. And I'm not going to say Atlantic is taking advantage of an independent artist. No, my nigga, you're using our artists and we have him in contract. You got to pay us. You got to pay us. I'm sorry. Like Kanye likes to have these special rules that's only for him. No, my nigga, pay up. Okay. And, I can't knock them for basically, once they get to the point of threatening, y'all have already had an album out. When did V1 come out? Vultures 1 came out a long time ago. So if y'all didn't pay then and now y'all got a new album out, let me see what that's expected to sell first week. I think Vultures 2, let me see. Oh, yeah, Kanye, it's expected to sell 70,000. So Vultures 2 is expected to sell 70,000, and it's a indie drop. Shit, good for Kanye. You know what I mean? Still a lot of money. All right. Speaking of which, and hey, these labels, as we talk about these artists and how much they're bosses and they have this and third, man, we all realize the labels are the real true bosses. Drake's Finsta just posted that, he's been posting a bunch of unreleased, like, seemingly free music. He dropped 100 gigs, but he's been posting a bunch of stuff. So he posted something to his Instagram, right? And it was supposedly like some unnamed song, but it's one of his songs. And essentially what happened is that Universal Music Group actually put a claim in to take down that song. Now, Drake is putting it up, and it's kind of ironic because it's Drake's song. Drake's putting it up, and his own label is saying, take this down. And, I mean, there's not much to really, kind of hypothesize about this, other than the fact that no matter if you're Drake in this industry, and actually, especially if you're Drake in this industry, if you just got $400 million from Universal Music Group, right? And by the way, IFPI is this organization they use for a lot of these takedowns. Trust me, I know. Even if you're Drake in this industry, or especially if you're Drake in this industry, and you've gotten $400 million deal, they want to make sure no penny goes accounted for or not accounted for. They want to make sure that nobody is playing your music for free. I've always said the protections of Drake's music is more stringent than I've ever seen with any other artist of current day. Why? Because Drake's music streams the most. So that's money. That's the most amount of money that this label could possibly get within rap. And they're not going to have people get this music for free. So again, here's the thing. They're basically telling Drake, no, nigga, we know that you just went through a battle and you're trying to do this little PR thing, or you're trying to be cool and edgy and drop some of your music for free. But this ain't how it go, buddy. You're going to have to send us your music. Well, not necessarily send us the music, but the music has to be policed by us, right? We have you in contract. It's our shit, okay? And when we did our deal and we give you $400 million, it says we have the right to administer and utilize the rights of your music, even if it means taking it down from your Finsta. Now, I'm pretty sure Drake's going to make one call and they'll probably stop, right? They won't fuck with that account anymore. But it just goes to show Universal Music Group is probably not happy that Drake is releasing free music. Now, this is where I think Drake is smart, very smart. Hey, when you get in a time like where he's at right now, where some people are doubting you culturally, you want to drop music on a SoundCloud. You want to drop music in the middle of the night. You want to almost get back on it. What Drake is doing, that's the new mixtape, right? It's like I'm dropping music in a mixtapey way where people don't feel like it's an official release, but I'm still feeding the streets, right? Here's the thing. Universal Music Group don't understand that. They move like a bot. They're like, all they see is, what, free music? Oh, let's stop this bullshit, right? But in reality, Drake is just giving us free shit to kind of not only remind us why we fuck with him, but to also kind of feel it out to get the new hit. And whenever the new hit pops off, he's going to announce some crazy shit coming. He kind of does that all the time. Universal Music Group, once again, big labels never understand. What Drake did with 100 gigs on your head top, that's a smart move. What Drake is doing by trying to tease some of these songs, that's a smart move because, he doesn't want to roll out confidently with a dud. However, Universal Music Group does not understand that, and they show it here when they're issuing takedowns for songs that is not even be able to purchase, or he's not releasing the whole song. He's essentially doing a snippet. You know what I mean? Trust me, I know about this because anytime Drake releases snippets, Universal comes after you if you repost it. I know this is a fact. Okay? When he'll do some shit, he'll play some shit in the club. If you repost it on your page and your page is big enough, they're coming to claim it. They're coming to say, take that shit down. That's Drake. You get what I mean? So Mr. Morgan will probably give a call to Universal Republic people, and they'll get this notice kind of handled, most likely. But it just shows even Drake, and this is a true value of independence, even Drake doesn't have complete autonomy on his own music. And the people who incentivize him to make music with giving him hundreds of millions of dollars, they won't let that nigga, Jewish or not, that light-skinned Negro will not just sit there and just leak all type of free music. You know, again, keep in mind, you know who, and by the way, this is an interesting story. I could go down a whole rabbit hole with this one. I won't do it, though. Maybe a story for another day. Think about it. Who releases the most snippets and just songs randomly? Give me some names in the chat. Let me see if y'all are accurate with it. Mad snippets and just drops music whenever, and it don't seem like it feels like the label catches up later. Huh? Who? Come on, give me some names. Nah, not Drake, not Gunna, not Boat. I'm surprised y'all not saying it's really one name. It should be two names, but one of them should be eliminated for the second thing I said. It's not Cardi, because Cardi will drop the snippet, but you never get the song. It's NBA Youngboy. NBA Youngboy will drop a song at 2 a.m. The song will be up on his YouTube, only his YouTube, for like 10 days before it gets on Spotify. So the labels are playing catch up with him, but they never, like, usually, and by the way, he went through those fights with Atlantic. Remember, he used to like post in his like description, yo, they don't want me to drop me. He went through a lot of fights with them, because usually a label don't want you just to drop some shit random sporadically without them ingesting it into the system that it could be monetized properly. So Youngboy went through that fight with them heavily, right? Like, think about it. Why do you think that Youngboy dropped his song on my page? He dropped Tears of War, which is a remix of a Rick Ross song, but he dropped it on my page. Number one, I believe the way how, which this is also, I don't know if y'all know, the way how Atlantic worked with Youngboy over time, they almost damn near took over his YouTube, where like all the revenue was just coming to them. So that was their way of like, all right, nigga, you gonna drop all the time? Okay, as long as we're collecting the money, cool. We don't give a fuck, right? And we'll get up on Spotify later. But you know, what I honestly think, he's negotiating some shit right now. So, you know, it's like a leverage thing. Anyway, all right. Just to show y'all, even Drake gets his shit removed, because again, being a artist signed to a label, when the label done gave you 400 million, they want their 400 million back, right? And I know it's convenient for Drake right now to be like, oh, I don't know when I'm dropping. Oh, I'll be seeing you in the fall, whatever. I'm pretty sure they had a schedule in mind of when Drake was going to drop, that they could get it compensated, and him leaking free music or allowing free music to circulate was not part of the plan. So they nabbed him. It's all good. Okay. Let's see. There's a few other things. I don't know if you guys were here at the beginning of the stream. I definitely did say this was probably going to be a 3-hour stream. I was not going to be rocking out for too long. We watched the Young Miami thing already, talked about the Drake and the Kanye situation with that. I want to say, yo, shout out to Lil Reese. Lil Reese actually said, yo, so today was my first court day for that false ass ish. That bitch said I did. And guess what? The case was dismissed. I want to see they post and put all this around like when they said I rapped a bit. Okay? Rapped a line bit. So essentially, he's saying that the case where, you know, he was arrested of sexual assault when the police got it was kind of odd. It was suspicion of sexual assault, actually. So he got arrested of suspicion of sexual assault when a woman said he did something. Allegedly, the woman was drunk, and supposedly it was because like Lil Reese and some people took her phone, and the girl said some shit. That's what I'm hearing, like from some people close to it. So the like, and I don't know if y'all know women like that they know the power that they have, and if they say a few key words to the police, you're definitely getting locked up and you're going down. But apparently this is, like, I'll tell you the real story on it. You want to hear the real story? Like, this actually sounded crazy. This was supposedly the real story. It said, hey, just to let you know I was there, Reese never raped that girl. She got in a fight with her homegirl in Calabasas, and her friend threw her phone and ran to a neighbor's house to call police. So Reese and a friend dipped back to his hotel downtown. The girl called the police from the lobby because she was drunk as fuck and didn't have a phone to call anybody else, but she was already fucked up from fighting her girl. Her clothes was ripped, she was wet from the sprinkler, so she looked bad. Police asked her if she had sex. She claimed she did. They assumed that this was blah, 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 blah. And yeah, they were fighting because the girl couldn't find her phone. And that, to me, that sounds ridiculous. So you're telling me that the police listened to a woman who's heavily intoxicated, who they could have easily reviewed the surveillance footage before they charged this man with sexual assault or suspicion of sexual assault. You could have looked at the camera, seen that maybe her clothes got ripped, not because niggas was holding her down like taking the pussy, but maybe she was fighting with another girl. Maybe she got some bruises on her because she was in a fight. Yeah, she might have fucked some dudes earlier today, right? And also, apparently, her statement about, whether Reese did anything or not was not necessarily that he did, but the police, based on their investigation, they felt that was what was going on, so they arrested him. Makes TMZ, he's embarrassed to center. That's the story I'm hearing. Again, this is just from somebody who was supposedly an eyewitness there, and they told me this the day he got arrested. And I was still saying, I'm not going to say this story because who knows what's going to happen with this case. And we're going to find out more. So now if Reese is coming out to say the very first court date, the shit got dismissed, maybe that story was kind of right. And I do think that's rather unfortunate because I'm going to be honest with you, no matter how loudly you shout that it was some false shit, when you Google his name, it's going to come up. And that's just some shitty, that's unfortunate, right? It's such a serious allegation. Let me see. He was posting a little bit more. Let me go to Lil Reese. Here we go. Reese Money 300. So he posted proof of appearance, this and third. And I guess like he had bonded out with cash. So like whatever cash he got, he bonded out with, he was going to get back. Since it got dismissed, it says, Shade Room and TMZ, the same way I was posting that false ass information like I did something to a bit. When I know it was BAP, post this, case dismissed, first court date. Fuck you mean. Now, I don't know if it says that the case was dismissed, but Tamaris Taylor appeared as a defendant. Oh, the comments is DA reject. Okay, so it's not that it was dismissed, it's that the DA is declining to continue prosecution, right? So I don't think he was ever officially charged. He was arrested on suspicion and he bonded out, right? He bonded out with cash, and I guess they had to have a hearing, and in the hearing the DA says, hey, listen, we're not gonna go forward with this. And yeah, so I guess it's kind of case dismissed, whatever. Yeah, it says DA reject right here. I don't know if you see it, DA reject. So I'm guessing it means the district attorney has they're rejecting to prosecute this case. So the police locked him up for suspicion of SA. The DA, when he bonds out, the DA gets to court, probably sees the shit and says, we can't prosecute this guy. We're rejecting the case. Okay, it's over. All right. Now he says, nah, it's time to go get that $25K back from 12. They took from her that she tried to steal and couldn't get away with and get bond money back. So it looked like he's saying that the girl in question probably was trying to steal some $25,000 from him or whatever, and also his bond money. Okay. And he says, now what they got to say on BD, I'm ready to sue. Okay. On BD. Now here's the unfortunate thing about it. If the cops had probable cause to arrest him, he probably don't have a case to sue the cops. Like, that's where qualified immunity comes in. He's not going to have a civil case to issue with them. However, he probably could sue the girl, but the girl's probably broke. That's the thing. You know what I mean? Yo, Reese, nobody knows the girl. We all know you. Like, the girl's probably broke. So sue her. You're going to sue her for what? All right. Okay. At least we know, Reese might be a lot of things. He's a Grim Reaper. He might have 10 bodies. He's a menace to society. He might have typed LOL and the 15 niggas disappear. But one thing we do know is that he do not commandeer. He do not take the box by force. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. All right. Perfect. Flying today, aren't we? Okay. What else? All right. So we did a little Reese thing. I do want to listen to this. Yo, this dude was in the car. By the way, Krishan Rock, her new mugshot has been released, and this is how she looks. Like she might turn into a Rastafarian up in jail or whatever. You know what I mean? Somebody say, yo, she looks like a 2K17, you know what I mean? Sharpshooter, PG with all the badges, you know what I mean? Hall of Fame. Krishan Rock. Krishan Rock is the epitome of, and I'm not wishing anything bad on her, but I hope women who do follow her see what this is. I've always said there's so many women who learned from her behavior, that violence was always welcomed, that standing on business and beating women up and doing some of these vile type of tendencies that's not really associated with the majority of women who have class and have some respect. This is what she did a lot. She was, she moved like a swine. She was just kind of fighting everywhere, causing a public ruckus. She was putting her hands on her man and other people. And while a lot of that was seen as entertainment because she was even on a reality show that kind of, glorified that, now we're realizing, I hope the women who follow her see the ramifications. The ramifications is that she has multiple charges. She was arrested in LA. She was extradited from California to Oklahoma, right? She had charges elsewhere in Scottsdale, Arizona for putting her hands on people inside of a club. And this is where all the women who love this behavior never really realize that it ends up with, right? So she went viral for blah, blah. Back in June, essentially, she has been issued a felony fugitive warrant. Apparently, she's facing up to 8 years behind bars. I hope, for me, I don't care that she does significant time. I want her to just learn a lesson. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, when you run into women like this, when they're not scared of anybody, even the police, the only thing that could humble them is if they do some time in jail. And I don't know, maybe she's cool with that, or she might come out and be worse, but hopefully she learns a lesson and comes home. She has a kid. Both parents are in jail. She's in jail, Blueface in jail. Apparently Blueface is getting out quite soon, but she might be in jail for a couple more months. Who knows? So hopefully she figures it out. Apparently she had 0 felony convictions or even misdemeanor convictions before she got into fame. And isn't it got to be shitty when you were a decent human being this whole time before you got famous, and as soon as you get famous, you start catching all type of charges because now you're a thug or you're tough. That's whack, right? All right, Krishan, get it together, girl. Let's watch a little bit of this Say Cheese interview. Say Cheese, shout out to my man Sean Cotton. He's been on fire with these recently. So one of the guys, apparently this was one of the guys that was in the car with Fulio. He said he got shot 8 times in the arm and head. And I'm going to be honest with you, this is the cleanest I've ever seen a nigga who got shot 8 times a month ago. Like this nigga look like he hasn't even got a razor burn, like, or nothing.
I ain't take it serious till I was like 17.
Hold on.
But it seemed like people thought it was impossible to really pop until they seen like the Soldier K's.
Hold on. Let's get to story.
I ain't gonna say it was really no party when I got there. No, it was like
Okay,
good mood. You feel me? Dog was in a good mood. He just wanted to celebrate his birthday, so shit, everything was great.
Yeah. And did you make it to the Airbnb, the pool party, or you came later than that?
I ain't gonna say it was really no party when I got there. No, it was like everybody was just chilling. And then he hadn't made everybody get up, take shots and all that.
Okay.
That was about it.
You saw my Fulio here.
So later that night, y'all go to the after party, the club?
Yeah.
Okay, what was that like? How was y'all acting? Fulio was turning up and shit. Y'all was with the females and shit.
By the way, I do have to interject and add, yo, I don't know how the younger or I don't know how some people process trauma. Bro, it's impossible that somebody dies within feet or like a few feet of you and you get shot so many times and I'm doing an interview. Like, you know what I mean? Again, especially if you're somebody who's not in that life. You're not even like a public figure like that. This guy's doing an interview about like a rapper getting murdered a couple feet from him and him getting shot 8 times. I was even shocked by his mom doing an interview. This is kind of like we're in a new age of like media where it's no matter what the situation is, we're going to have a full interview about it. We're having killers. The guy who killed Pop Smoke, he's detailing everything about, damn.
Yeah, we were chilling. I was just like on beat. I was just watching everything. I wasn't really too much in tune with everything that was going on as far as like having fun. I was just on beat, like just watching everything. I ain't really no club type. Like, I don't like the club.
Being outside of Jacksonville, being in Tampa, is that like a place where you kind of don't have to look over your shoulders and you can, it's kind of like a vacation?
Definitely. I definitely felt a lot safer out of town because we hadn't been up before, you feel me? And it was great. So, you feel me? Definitely.
So after the party, after the club, y'all head back to Holiday Inn. And
So what happens?
We seen it on the surveillance. Are you in the same car as Fulio?
Yeah.
Okay, so Fulio's in the passenger side. You're behind him?
Nah, I was in the driver's seat.
Okay, you were.
Oh wow. Hey, by the way, I think this is a guy. Remo was trying to get him on our stream. Remember that day? Remo was trying to get this guy on our stream. And I was thinking Remo's capping. I'm like, what do you mean you're gonna get the driver? Like, nigga, you see how many bullets got fired into that car? There ain't no driver. I'm like, yo, the driver's last stop is heaven or hell. Like the driver is out of here. What are you talking about? This is the driver of the car. Bro, look at this car. Look at this goddamn car. Nigga, bro, this nigga fat too. Bruh, every bullet is going at the driver. Look. Look at this. Nigga, this is crazy. Unless they were shooting this side and they were shooting the bullets hit here, but they were all going this way. But I guess nobody was directly in front of the car. But still, wow. If I was this guy, I'd be in church. Bro, only God saved your life.
You were the driver?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you take us through that moment driving into the Holiday Inn, if you don't mind?
We weren't at the Holiday Inn. We was next door to it.
Home too. You was at the home too.
It was, I ain't really, like I said, we out of town, so I wasn't really thinking much. You feel me? So we got to the hotel. Went in. The rooms was already reserved, but I guess they had like a glitch in the system or something, so they ain't let us get the room. So then he came back out to the car and we was just chilling, basically. Trying to figure out like where we was finna go.
So basically, y'all were just chilling outside the Holiday Inn when the whole glitch in the system.
Yeah, we was just sitting in the car on our phone looking for another hotel.
Okay. And how long was that for? Do you know?
Wait, hold on.
Basically, the hotel.
Okay, you were the driver?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you take us through?
You feel me? So we got to the hotel. Went in. The rooms was already reserved, but I guess they had like a a glitch in the system or something.
Hey, Chad, I was going to bring this up the first night I covered this, and don't ask how I know, because I done try to check into a lot of hotels. I'm sorry. Hey, if y'all are like, trust me, I know this is the thing. Most hotels, this is a secret about hotels. Most hotels have like about 2 hours of dead time where their system changes over. It's usually between 3 and 5. So if you go to a hotel, even if you have a reservation, you can't literally they can't access their systems. Trust me, I know this because I've been with a ting and I hit 5 hotels and they're all saying the same thing. Hey, well, we can't really do nothing right now. Like the system is changing over between 3 and 5. Trust me, I promise you, it's not a glitch. It's not a glitch. He's interpreted as a glitch. I promise you, this is the thing. Anybody that works in hospitality at hotels know what Ak is talking about. For the hotels I go to around 3 and 5, if you go between that time, sometimes it's earlier, might be 2. When you go at that time, they'll tell you the system is down. It's not down. It's that the system is changing over days. And I don't know what the system has to do, but they stop all transactions. You can't book nothing. You can't check in. And they almost do like, it's like a self audit. You feel what I'm saying? Hey, anybody that works in hospitality will know this is true. When I first watched this, and I said, "Oh, they were just sitting outside of a hotel," I figured it was 2 things. Anybody also, if you be having tings, you know this too. If you try to get into a hotel, right? If you try to get into a hotel on a weekend, a lit hotel or like a hotel around a downtown area, after about 9 p.m. is gonna be sold out because everybody's trying to fuck a bitch for the night. Everybody who went to the club, they're gonna be sold out. So even if they're usually available on weekdays, after on a Friday, once it's the weekend, if you don't book that room for that night early on, it's sold out. So I was thinking that maybe they were just trying to drive from hotel to hotel, try to get a room, but most of them hotels are going to be sold out, which that's why they're probably just at that hotel waiting to find Google or Maps a fucking another hotel. Or it was the thing he's talking about, the glitch. It's not a glitch. It's a system turning over. That's a fact. Somebody just said it. PMS updating. Okay. I guess you work in the hotel system. Somebody said gas stations too. Okay, I don't know about gas stations. Okay, thank you. See? All right. A lot of people seem to be. Somebody said not the Super 8. Yeah, because they just gonna take cash, nigga. Yo, I went to a motel. Yo, this is way back in the day. Nigga, I went to a motel, nigga. I guess they knew what niggas was on. Nigga, they asked me how many hours. I was like, hours? I was like, I don't even book for the night. I said, 4 hours. And then they were like, oh, you get it for 4 hours, you can do for 12. It's like 4 hours. That's all I need, gang. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's why motels are good. 4 hours, gang. All right, anyway.
So they ain't let us get the room.
Oh, okay. Somebody says it's property management system update. Thank you. Property management system update. That makes sense. I was gonna say it the first night we covered it, because I just know I've ran into that, but that's just my anecdotal experience more than me knowing as a fact. Now I'm knowing as a fact.
So
okay. King Grave 2U says it's called a night audit. Yeah, that I've heard it kind of being referred to that. Night audit. It said it's rolling the day over. Okay. Thank you for that. Okay.
and he came back out to the car and we was just chilling, basically. Trying to figure out like where we was finna go.
So basically, y'all were just chilling outside the Holiday Inn when the whole glitch in the system.
Yeah, we was just sitting in the car on our phone looking for another hotel.
Okay. And how long was that for? Do you know?
Probably like 6-7 minutes.
Okay. And then that's when the shots are fired.
Not right at that moment, nah.
Okay. But later a few moments later.
It's interesting to note when he's talking, there's just moments he's like looking down, and as a viewer, it feels like that's a traumatic like replaying of that scene. Just look at his eyes.
Okay. And then that's when the shots are fired.
Not right at that moment, nah.
Yeah, you can just see it.
Okay. But later that
Yeah, that look right there is just like that moment is replaying in his mind. It's vivid. Them gunshots he's hearing again. You know what I mean? God bless his soul too. You know what I mean? He survived.
moments later, that's when the shots go out.
Yeah, probably like 5 minutes later.
Okay, so now he's basically attesting that they were just sitting ducks. So they're just sitting somewhere for 5 minutes, but they're probably thinking they're safe. If we go back to the surveillance footage, they're under that little like impasse thing at the Holiday Inn. There's mad lights shining on them. It's not like they're in a dark corner. They're thinking they're good.
What's going through your mind at the time?
As they were shooting,
Yeah.
shit, I just want everybody to make it home.
So on the surveillance, I could see that you like sped off,
Yeah.
and then it was two guys ahead, with their weapons.
The reason why I also ask about these guys like doing these interviews so quickly after, I think these guys need an attorney. And I know you might be like, oh, they're victims. Well, what if they had guns in the car? What if they had fired shots back? Like, you know, a lot of times when, like, I know they're victims, but the police want this back and forth to stop. Even though they're victims, the mere fact they survived, they're more likely to be the people that retaliate. So the police are going to keep a close eye on him and are probably going to be targeting him. So you kind of want to have like an attorney or somebody to make sure that you're saying the right things. And even like, I know you want to tell the story, but other than to tell it to investigators, and even then you want to still be a little bit careful because you're in this life. You're not just a civilian victim. Or I'm guessing he's in this life. I'm making assumptions, I guess, with that. You don't want to get on an interview and just say things that could get you jammed up later. I'm wondering if they talk to an attorney.
And how many times were you shot?
I got shot in my arm 8 times. I got grazed in my head 3 times.
What?
Did you feel like you were gonna make it that night?
They said I got shot in my arm and take a vape hit. Yo, this nigga's tough. This is a tough nigga right here.
Yeah, dog.
What do you do next?
After the shooting, after I stopped the car, I just, you feel me? My first thought was to check on everybody, make sure everybody was good.
Was Fulio responsive right there on the scene?
Nah,
And then what do
Yeah,
you?
he was already going. Jeez.
What's next? The police come, or are you staying calm? Are you angry? Like, what's your emotions like at that time?
shit, like, in the moment, I ain't even gonna say I was scared or nothing. You feel me? Like, cause this,
By the way, I could imagine, you know, we've seen a jump cut here, and I know Sean is pretty good at his job. I think the question I would have wanted to know, because we saw the car come to a stop in that parking lot, and if the driver is still alive, we're assuming the driver got killed. Or we don't know if the car got immobilized. We would want to know, why not drive out the parking lot? Like, if you're the driver and there's been a barrage of 80 bullets maybe, right, that got fired into that car, you're still alive. I wouldn't even think I'm safe to just leave the car in that parking lot unless he couldn't move. And I would have tried to drive it out, like, to somewhere. Like, nigga, we're just driving, right? And then also, I would probably ask, how did he know that the guys weren't just gonna, like, if the cars just come to a stop, that the guys weren't gonna come back and just like make sure they're all finished, right?
the situation like wasn't nothing new to me, so it was just like
I hate this about street niggas. Come on, bro. Like, you could just say you was scared, bro. Like, come on, nigga, you was about to lose your life. Yo, I ain't gonna say I wasn't scared. Like, come on, bro. Like, it's okay. It's okay. Like, we're humans. We're humans. Nobody's a demigod. There's no voodoo that could just make you non-human. We're human.
I say, you feel me? I just had to handle it accordingly. Shit, my first thought was to pull Fulio out the car, but then I realized my arm was broke. and he wasn't responding. So you feel me? In my mind, I'm just like, damn. You feel me? Make sure just get the fuck out the car. Make sure ain't nobody. Make sure they ain't trying to come like finish.
Okay,
You
okay, all
feel
right.
me? So
Right.
I ran in the hotel to get help.
Man, I know we spoke the other night, and I'm like,
Damn, this nigga done hit the vape with both hands. Like, damn, this nigga got shot 8 times in the hand and he vaping like this. Damn, it's a real nigga.
you were grazed 3 times in the head, right?
Yeah.
What is? I've never been shot before. What? How does a graze is when a bullet like it? It's kind of like a
It's kind of like a little swipe, kind of like getting scratched. Like it was kind of like getting scratched type shit.
okay. 3 times, man. Man, bro, you here for a purpose, bro. Like 8
Definitely.
times in the arm, 3 times grazed in the head. Does it feel like you got shot in the head?
Nah, it just be like I be feeling when I chew or something like
Yo, this is the toughest nigga I've ever seen. Yeah, it's some regular shit. Yeah, it just feel like a scratch. It feel like one of them itches.
I don't really. I be getting like little pains when I be chewing, but other than that, no, I don't really be feeling like nothing.
Was anybody else in the car at the time?
Yeah,
There was 2 people. One was a girl or 2 was a girl.
And they were shot as well.
yeah, you got graze in his shoulder.
You get taken to the hospital. Do you feel like you're not gonna make it?
Nah, at that point I had to like kind of assess the situation.
Okay.
I had to calm myself down. You feel me? I really, honestly and truthfully, I wouldn't even think about myself in the moment at all. I'm just in my head, like, you feel me? I'm just telling myself, like, reassuring myself, like, bro, all right, bro, good. That's all I really was telling myself. I wouldn't even think about me, really.
Right. Because at this time, you're not sure 100% that Fulio passed. He's just not responding.
I ain't even gonna say I wasn't sure. I was just in denial. Like, they told me on the scene, but I wasn't finna believe it. So you feel me? I was just reassuring myself, giving myself good thoughts, you feel me? Putting good karma in there.
As days go by,
Wait, did we get clipped on YouTube? Wait, did we get clipped on YouTube? What just happened? That wasn't copyright, was it? I know I'm back now. I just want to make sure it's not copyright. Let me speed this up a little bit. Sorry.
what's going through your mind?
Shit. Remorse, guilt.
Hold on. I could make sure it wasn't copyright. Hold on. Usually they send an email as soon as it happens. Nah, I don't know what happened. What the fuck?
Blame. Really?
You put the blame on you?
I mean, definitely, I was the driver. You feel me? Like I said, in my head, my main purpose was to get us home, and I ain't do that. So I definitely blame myself at first.
You had a lot of people, call you and talk to you. And
Yeah.
Tuesday, 4 people get arrested, and then another one 3 people get arrested. Then another one did that night. What was your feelings? How'd you feel when you seen these people get caught?
Tell you the truth, I ain't really think nothing of it, really. I ain't really think nothing of it. I really wasn't even on social media that day. I ain't really too much care, to tell you the truth.
Everybody was pointing to the girl when you know how social media is, but people say that the girl was there that night at the party. Can you confirm that?
I don't even remember seeing them.
Okay, you don't want to speak on it.
No, I just ain't remember seeing them. I ain't see her at all.
Oh, okay, my bad. I didn't hear you. So you didn't see her.
Nah.
And then you got people saying that she set y'all up. She dropped the location. You can't confirm that.
Nah. Shit, I'm in the blind just like y'all.
Did this make you look at life differently?
Definitely. It make you like take a step back. You feel me? Be more grateful for what you do got. Be more grateful for the people you got around you. You feel me? It definitely make you. It definitely give you time to think about a lot of stuff.
I remember we was on the phone a couple days ago and you said it's fucked up that this shit had to happen for people to know that I could actually rap.
What?
Yeah.
It's fucked up that I had to lose my friend.
Wait, what? Wait, how does drop into the mix? Wait, hold on, what? I don't even mean to be laughing, chat. Nigga, I thought we were gonna be like, yo, did you cry that you lost your friend? Damn, it was around his birthday. Man, what are your thoughts? What's your best memories of him? It said, damn, it was fucked up that nigga had to die that y'all could know I could rap. Nigga, I still don't know this nigga could rap. What? That's crazy.
You can't confirm that.
Nah. Shit, I'm in the blind just like y'all.
Did this make you look at life differently?
Definitely. It make you like take a step back. You feel me? Be more grateful for what you do got. Be more grateful for the people you got around you. You feel me? It definitely make you. It definitely give you time to think about a lot of stuff.
I remember we was on the phone a couple days ago and you said it's fucked up that this shit had to happen for people to know that I could actually rap.
Yeah.
It's fucked up that I had to lose my friend to get notoriety on my music, to get interviews, to get people to reach out to me. And I felt you on that.
Definitely.
So how's your arm doing?
I mean, the healing process is going faster than expected. I done got movement back in my arm, bullet holes hitting up decent. Feel me? I mean, I still been in a lot of pain some days, but other than that, it's just like, shit. Just like having like a boat arm.
You shot 8 times. What kind of bullets were they? Did they tell you?
Nah, they ain't tell me.
But you most definitely taking the music thing serious now.
I've been taking music serious.
Yeah.
Way before this.
Wait, am I tripping or like I'm not seeing his mouth move? Pause.
What do you have to say to all your supporters and everybody who's just been, everybody that's this period though, that's watching this interview? Like, what do you have to say to them about everything?
I mean, to the supporters, it's just like appreciate it. Thank you. You feel me? More coming soon. Feel me? Everybody else, I don't really too much pay attention to all the negative stuff. I ain't really got too much to say. At the end of the day, it's just like feel how you feel. At the end of the day, I'm just keep doing me, really.
How did this affect the city of Jacksonville?
It's boring now. That's all I really can say. Like, it's boring now. Fulio was the excitement. You feel me?
I agree with that. And I read a comment of people saying that the Jacksonville scene needed. It's like I'm not gonna say the story's over because it's like I see people like yourself doing your thing. The Lil Cracker, I see him popping off. I'm not gonna say I don't know about the war or whatever. I don't really know about the back and forth. But musically, I definitely see people from Fulio's branch taking off now.
The boy doing anything.
But Fulio was the entertaining guy. Like, he was the heart of the rap scene, if you ask me.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, and I feel like everybody pretty much knows that.
Yo, this nigga friend died in the same car right next to him. And he said, what do you feel now that you lost the man who died like a couple inches from you? Damn, the city boring now. Yeah, this is crazy.
That whether if you like Fulio or not, Fulio was that guy that he made it exciting.
General
Yeah, definitely.
Surgency says
The
nothing wrong with
outside
him promoting his music. I guess there's like a tasteful way to kind of do it. Like we're looking for the sadness and the mourning a little bit. Like, yo, damn, I really lost somebody who I loved as a person, who I loved as a brother. More than damn, it's sad that it took that nigga dying for y'all to fuck with my music.
we're just trying to paint him as the villain, like, you feel me?
Yeah.
But we know the real.
So, what's your relationships with everybody? Because I know you're a lot younger than Fulio, right? How old are you?
I'm 19.
So, I mean, you're a whole generation away from him. He was 7 years older than you. What's your relationship with people from the other side of town? Is it the same? Is it the same relationships, or is it a little different because you're younger? As far as like the people that, this whole Jacksonville war shit, like where do you stand at with it?
Man, I'm just a rapper.
Because and the reason why I asked that too, I'm not trying to be on no detective shit, but when I hear you rap, I hear soul, I hear like I could tell like I could tell you're when I mean good kid, I ain't calling you a square, but I could tell you have a purpose. I could tell you're a really smart guy. I could tell you can make more music than drill. I feel like you have a lot of potential. So like where do you stand at with everything? Are you one of them type of guys who are like, man, I just want peace, I just want to make music? Or is it like, man, this shit gonna sting a little bit? Whatever, I'm with whatever.
I mean, it's just like, it's really just like this shit. It's like, you feel me? I done took losses. You feel me? I done took losses. So it's just like, really, it's like, I just want to make music. You feel me? I just want to rap. You feel me? But it's just like, I'm just stick to what I know, stick with the niggas I know. I don't really too much be invested into the war or whatever they call it. You feel me? I'm just a rapper.
Those 5 people that were arrested, have you even seen these guys before?
Nah.
So when they got arrested,
You know them niggas.
like you were even confused.
Hell yeah. I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, but it's just like, shit, all right.
Because the females, like, it seems like people knew her though.
I mean, shit, they probably did. I didn't.
Good answer. Good answer.
Are we going to get more music from you?
For sure. For sure. I mean, I've been doing it. I ain't got no reason to stop now.
Yeah. Do you have music with Fulio?
Yeah, we got a song we ain't never released.
And he believed in you too, didn't he?
Definitely. He used to always tell me that. He used to be on my ass, like, about music in general.
And you and Lil Cracker, y'all are cool, right?
Yeah, that's bro.
So, I mean, we expecting music from y'all?
I mean, we got some shit, but I don't know. On time will tell. Feel me?
So basically, y'all are like, are y'all cool or y'all just got like mutual friends?
No, like, we cool. Like, you feel me? We got music together already. Like,
yeah, man, y'all got to come together, man, and for Fulio, man, and go on a crazy run.
definitely.
I mean, everybody's eyes is on Jacksonville right now. Like, Jacksonville is the rap scene that everybody's paying attention to. And then outside of that, man, you got artists like the Lil Papas and I can keep going. There's a lot of rappers out there that people know, but whether if they're ops or not, Jacksonville as a whole right now is doing their damn thing. We can all agree to that, right?
Yeah, Jacksonville got a lot of talent for sure. From everywhere.
Man, bro, what do you got to say to the people, man, before we get out of here?
Shit. Stay in school. Listen to your parents. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. All right. He showed his wounds, so a little trigger warning if you wanted to see. Apparently, he showed the bullet wounds in his arm. And, ooh.
Oh, man, we back with a new interview, man.
This is him showing the wounds. Damn. Holy shit. Yeah, god damn it. He must be on pain medication to the T. Holy shit. Yeah, he a little bit too cool about him getting shot. He about that life. I'm gonna just say that right now. That nigga about that life. Y'all go check out his music. This is his page. God damn. All right. All right, people. I don't know what's going on with YouTube today. I don't know if one of their servers went down or something. I know we lost some significant amount of people on the King Akademiks page. But yeah. All right, let me see what else is going on. TMZ has reported that Kamala Harris team did not attempt to contact Kai Cenat. They're saying Kai's team was reached out to by a third-party organization with informal ties to the DNC convention team. I actually believe that. So there are consultant groups that works with these celebrities. Like, if you think Kamala is DMing Quavo or DMing Meg Thee Stallion, no. They're working with consultants who are supposedly hip to culture that are going to put them with the people that either support them, could endorse them, or don't mind standing next to them. Okay? How I know some of those people that work with Trump has hit me up to say if I've wanted to do stuff, or they'll be like, hey, could you put us with some rappers that might be cool with Trump? Yeah, like that's kind of what it is. So, you know what I mean? I don't think that negates anything that Kai said. Kai don't want to be in politics. It is what it is, right? He shouldn't be forced to be in politics also. So I do, again, it doesn't matter if Kamala hit him up directly, but the team that hit him up on behalf of Kamala. Not saying that she told them to, but they work with them. And it's probably like a clever way how they're wording it. They said informal ties. No, they're a consultant group. You get what I mean? They're a consultant group. You could probably find the consultant group because anybody who receives payment from a campaign, it's open. So you could actually probably Google it. Whoever emailed him, you could probably Google it. Hold on, let me get something to drink real quick. Yeah, my bad, chat. So yeah, they work in the interests of Kamala Harris or the DNC convention. So again, I think what Kai said is still true. I'll read the article. Now, he said he was getting called from a Secret Service. Maybe he was. I can imagine the Secret Service are vetting even potential collaborators with a presidential candidate. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. Secret Service vetted me. They vetted me when I had to go to Trump's house. But we all know that, let me not talk shit about them, but that Secret Service he had back then, I'm talking about Trump, was probably the, you know what I mean? Probably the C team. He probably got upgraded now. But yeah, Kamala Harris, if she's gonna go stream in a U-Haul with Kai, or streaming in his room, it's gonna be some. I don't know if Kai would go to like some really formal place. One of the things about Kai is that he gets everybody to come to his bedroom. I mean, Nikki came there, Kevin Hart came there, everybody pretty much came there. At least when it was in Atlanta. Now he's in New York in some type of U-Haul. We'll see how that goes. Yeah. Says he went live with an angry rant about politics and Secret Service knows it into his world, but no one from the Harris for President campaign has been in touch. Yeah, the official campaign team won't be in reaching out. It's going to be an organization that they contract that's going to do it. So to me, it's the same thing, right? Same thing. It says, we're told that Kai's team has been in contact with a third-party organization with informal ties to the DNC convention team. There's talk of him possibly doing something when the convention kicks off in Chicago later this month, but it's unclear what it would look like. Yeah, by the way, that's how they kind of route payment too. Like, this whole this campaign thing is so interesting. This is why they say informal ties. Technically, they're not supposed to use money, campaign funds, to like just pay like celebrity like fees like that. So the celebrities are not gonna just show up for free. Like you think Quavo and them and Meg is twerking for free, my nigga? Like they're getting some type of compensation, but it can't. It has to be routed a certain way. It can't just be like, yo. It's not like Kamala's like, yo, what's your Cash App? Or, oh, we're going to just send a wire. Like, so it's kind of done in an informal way to kind of get around certain shit. This whole politics shit, even when they're talking about Trump getting found guilty on some misusing campaign funds because he paid off a bitch. Like, bruh, all this shit's kind of like it's like a finesse. So, again, they're paying people, 100%. Like, Donald Trump's people paying people, and definitely Kamala people paying people. So again, who cares? I think for Kaido, it's a good thing that he doesn't really indulge as much, though. Lil Pump, I don't even think he getting paid. I think he just really fuck with Trump. And by the way, I think he's Cuban. Have y'all ever noticed Cubans in Miami, they think they're whiter than white people? That's a fact. I don't know if y'all know about this. Cubans in Florida think they're whiter than white people. You get what I'm saying? So essentially, I'm not surprised at all that he's going so hard for Trump. But I don't think it's because he's getting paid. I think he truly fuck with Trump.
I swear on my dad's grave, if this stupid ass bitch Kamala Harris wins the fucking election, I'm moving out of America, boy. I swear on everything. I swear on my dad's grave.
Interesting. Okay. Let me see what else. Give me some topics real quick, chat, because I told you I was not streaming for long, and I'm finna cut this bitch in a second. I told you I was going till midnight, and it's definitely past midnight now. What music just dropped now, right? Today's a Friday. Why y'all be saying that I'm getting on because Drake is dropping? Nah, Drake ain't dropping right now. Y'all want me to tell you when Drake dropping? I'll tell y'all. I'll tell y'all when Drake dropping if y'all really want to know. But if I tell y'all when he dropping, y'all gonna be like, yo, Ak, you're fucking it up. You're fucking up. Like, y'all be using me against that nigga so much. So now when I know some shit, I'm like, I don't know shit. All right, who dropped though? Somebody said, have I seen Cartel's new interview? No. But Vibes Cartel ER. Did his ER episode come out yet? Your Vibes Cartel gives the best interviews. Oh, they gave a preview. Let's hear that.
First, Vibes Cartel.
Baby mother.
Mr. Miller. I this freedom feel like, yeah, wait for the key shape. Anything with the court
big S-class that?
say, and that to not for work with.
Yeah.
Them send me go to prison for circumstantial evidence. A crucifixion for cartel like that, them did a chance. Me not have to explain it, because I'm free. Oh, you know what I mean? You see, pre?
Yo, you basically saying you got charged with murder. You got let off based on a technicality. He's like, I don't got to explain the murder charge. You don't see I'm free? Yeah. Gangster.
To explain it, because I'm free. Oh, you know what I mean?
It's like, how do you know it was me? Yo.
You see, pre?
Usually people would get off a murder charge and try to convince people they're like a saint and innocent. He's like, I don't gotta explain shit.
Oh, you know what I mean? You see, pre? A cartel. Anyway, me do a DNA right now. Half of the dancehall might pick me.
That's a fact. He said if you do a DNA test, half of the artists in dancehall music is his children. And yeah, they all copy from this nigga. Like this nigga's the original, the founder.
It's an entertainment report.
Hey, ER, y'all run down the Gaza youth. What you expect me to do? Love
His voice has changed a bit.
them, but I see them every day. I'm out.
Still got that charisma though. Okay. Did the full interview come out yet? No, not yet. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. Yo, did y'all see Team USA? They almost fumbled the fucking bag, bro. Team USA was down like 10 in the fourth quarter, but that nigga Steph Curry, and I ain't gonna lie, Embiid went crazy too. What's this? Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. Kevin Hart girl bad as shit. Okay. Yo, mad people going to that Chris Brown concert. That Chris Brown concert is going fucking up. Bad Baby back with her nigga. Yo, it goes to show you, man. That nigga just gave her ass a proper beating, nigga. Like, got her back in line, nigga. She can't stop posting that nigga ever since he gave her he gave her a nice whole sit down pimp slap. And ever since then, she can't stop posting this nigga. She in love with him more than ever now. Shit crazy. Shit is crazy. I'm still rocking with this nigga. Got no job, no talent. All he do, his only job is to slang dick to this white chick who is using her car, living in her house, spending her money. Finally, some goddamn equality, man. I love this type of shit. Shout out to all my freeload niggas, man. All my freeload niggas. There's so many girls that do it. We got to start evening the skull. All my freeloaders, man. Shout out to him, Nikki's husband. Shout out to all y'all niggas, man. I hope y'all niggas hold it down. Why y'all saying Tory? What Tory do? Kamala Harris shut up some protesters? Let me see what happened.
One's voice matters, but I am speaking now.
I don't get the hype with this chick, bro. Yo, I feel like I've seen her on social media so much, but she ain't tell us one thing she finna do, bro. Like I still don't know one thing she would do if she got elected president, bro. It's kind of spooky. I don't know one thing she would do, bro, if she gets elected. But fuck it. All right. Let me see what else. Cash App giving niggas money. Willie Long. What? Young Miami opens up. We talk about that. Jordan Sparks talked about Chris Brown. That's boring. There's a debate between Donald Trump and so much politics shit, bro.
Boy, y'all.
Okay, I don't know who that is. All right, I think we kind of covered everything. Unless there's something new, man. I'm getting the fuck off of here, man. Y'all niggas enjoy y'all Thursday night. Yo, look at the headline TMZ runs. Diddy never abused me, but I can't speak for Cassie. Travis Scott, I'm scared of the cops. Oh, we got some arrest footage. Oh, there's a Playboy Cardi arrest footage. Oh, we'll watch that. I'll watch that at the end of the stream.
As much as security as I got around me, that ain't got no weapon on me, I need as much help as securing my property so I can leave. So I'm not gonna do nothing. I ain't got no reason to do that. Y'all got cameras in y'all chest. This is wasting y'all time right now. Because my bag is on the boat. Y'all scared me. Because y'all scared me. Y'all told me to leave now or y'all gonna put me in the boat. You told me if I leave now, you're gonna put me in the boat. I told you, if you had everything left on the boat, if you had anything left on the boat, you said no, that you had all your belongings on it. It's 50 cops around me, bro. It's 10 of y'all. And now you're coming back saying that you left something. It's 10. I told you to leave, and now you're back. Because you told me to leave, and now I'm back. Why are you coming back? Because I left something. Because it's you. You told me you had nothing left on the boat. Because it's 50 cops, bro. It's 13 of y'all. You told me you had nothing left on the boat. Because it's 13. I didn't know if I had nothing. You didn't give me no chance. I tried to turn around and check. You told me do not go on that boat or you gonna lock me up. You said if I stop walking, you was gonna lock me up. Did you not? You said if I didn't stop walking, I gotta do this, man.
Wait, why they locked him up now?
Come on, bro. Ready to leave, man. I need my bag. I came back. You had nothing left in the boat. I did. You causing a disturbance on here. You gotta.
Wait, why did they lock him up? He voiced fears for being insanely outnumbered by Miami police, leading up to his arrest and police body cam footage. He's arguing with cops and keeps saying he feels scared by what he thinks is the overtop police response. He does not go quietly into the night. He's arguing with cops at 1:15, and there's intense buildup before officer throws his hand behind his back, slaps on a pair of handcuffs. He was arrested back in June for disorderly intoxication. Oh, okay. Disorderly intoxication and trespassing. Oh, I guess he was trespassing at a dock after police said they were called to a marina near Miami Beach where he was allegedly arguing with a yacht worker. In the video, cops escort him away from the boat and let him leave, but he comes back. Okay, so they basically verbally warn him for trespass. He comes back. Then they approach him again and just lock his ass up. Oh, shit. They're not giving him celebrity treatment. Here we go.
I'm right here. Let's go over here. I'm right here. I want to take his bag off you, right? Bag is off me. Just have a seat right here. I'm having a seat right here.
So I guess they detained him and they're telling me you got to get out of here. This is the first time they probably interact with him.
Everything on you? Nope, nothing on me right now. I rented this boat. All right, then. What's going on? I rented this boat. The owners came on this boat. They kicked down on my door at 12 o'clock. I don't know what's going on. Ask them. They knocked on. I don't understand what's going on. There was no fighting involved. No fighting involved at all.
I was about to say, yo, if Travis Scott got his ass whipped by a yacht owner too, man, I'm tired of Travis Scott getting beat up, man. Tiger done whipped his ass. Meek whipped his ass. Like, yo, Tory was about to whip it. Like, come on, bro. Like, enough is enough.
Yo, Tory. You mind if I take his bag off you? Yeah, sure. It's my security right here.
Oh, that's the security.
I'm on your boat. I got 12 out here. I need you to hang up the phone. Huh? I need to get an understanding of what's going on. I rented this boat. Okay. These are the owners. The owner pulled up. They told me I have to go at 12 o'clock. It's 12:52. Okay. I was in my room. Okay. The captain of the boat kicked the door open at 12, maybe a little bit before 12 o'clock. Okay. I told him it was disrespectful for him to kick the door open while I'm in the room with my friend. Okay. And then the owner.
Oh yeah, he was fucking a bitch, my boy.
Pulled up, and I was like, "Why didn't you come to my security? This is my security right here." So right now, all we got is an owner, a captain, and his wife tripping. That's all y'all got. Was there any fight? No fight. All it is just I paid $20,000 for the boat.
20,000. Good times. Let me see. Now I've rented yachts in Miami around like it's usually like a 60-footer though. I ain't balling like him. He probably got like the bigger joint. Pause. Usually around $4,500 for like 4 hours. No, I mean like 3 hours. 3 hours, $4,500. Yeah, that's about it. So if he paid $20,000, depending on the time and how big the yacht is, shit.
Basically, I'm gonna stand up because I ain't got no weapons. It's a boat owner and a captain. So they knocked on the door because you say past 12. They kicked the door open because it's past 12 o'clock. They want to kick the off the boat. They kicked the door open when I'm on the water on this side, right? Now he wants to get off. Now he mad because he think I don't know this. I don't know. He's like, oh, you been on my boat. They was fans when they first pulled up. But I wasn't getting off this boat because I felt disrespected because this captain kicked the door open. Just have a seat. I'm gonna sit right here.
Okay, so I think we kind of get it. Essentially, the yacht owners say y'all overstayed the time that y'all rented this yacht for. Y'all got to get out. Travis was probably in the room piping a bitch out. They got tired of waiting for these guys to get off the yacht. They just barge in the door. Travis is mad, like, yo, what the fuck? Yo, I paid 20 grand. Like, yo, why are you? This is like disrespectful the way you're trying to tell me to leave. You know what I mean? I'm in the room, like, probably getting some head, whatever the case is. Then they call the police. So I guess the police hear everything out. Nobody was fighting. They say, all right, well, Travis, it's their property. You could sue them if you feel like you paid for more than what you got. But we got to enforce the law. If there's no fighting, hey, they want you off the yacht, you got to leave. That's almost like a verbal trespassing. Now, if you come back and get back on the yacht or come back around the yacht, especially he don't got no business at the marina, yeah, that's trespassing. So, okay, I get it. And disorderly intoxication, I'm guessing it's just because he was arguing with the cops. I think the cops are doing a little bit too much. He don't look too crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you. But shout out to my boy Travis Scott. He don't look crazy on this one. I ain't gonna lie. There is a Playboy Cardi arrest footage that popped up supposedly. Let's see if we can find it. It's like new one. It's like today. Here we go.
Honestly, we should have used a condom, but
what the bumbuckler? Yo, yo, what did YouTube get so fucking?
You're traveling at over 100 miles an hour in a 45 mile per hour zone. Do you realize that this road is 45 miles an hour? You're doing double the speed limit. Is there anything inside the vehicle that you need to know about? Because I'm going to be honest with you, I can smell an odor of marijuana emitting from the vehicle.
I have a gun that's in my name.
Where's it at?
On June 16th, 2022, an officer on night patrol noticed a Hellcat Challenger traveling at 100 miles per hour in a 45 mile per hour speed zone. The officer immediately ran the tag, and the car's registration came back to a well-known rapper by the name of Playboi Carti. Playboi Carti is known for his outlandish style in the hip-hop community, where he is known to paint his nails and even wear controversial outfits. When officers noticed Playboi Carti's Hellcat going 55 miles over the speed limit, they accelerated their patrol vehicle to 103 miles per hour to catch up with him.
Woody Hill, Roswell. We are going to be making a right turn onto Roswell right now. It's going to be a dark-colored Dodge Challenger. Officer of Smyrna Police Department, is there a reason why you're traveling at over 100 miles an hour in a 45 mile per hour zone? I'm literally hitting 105 and you're still pulling away from me. Okay. You realize that this road is 45 miles an hour. You're doing double the speed limit.
Yeah, I have a family emergency.
And what's that family emergency?
My family.
I can't hear a word you're saying. Where's home? Where's your driver's license? Let me get her ID. Yep. Is there anything inside the vehicle that you need to know about? Because I'm going to be honest with you, I can smell an odor of marijuana emitting from the vehicle.
Yeah, it's nothing in the car.
Turn off the vehicle for me.
She ain't got a wallet, but I just picked her up from home.
My stomach hurt.
Is there anything, guns, knives, bombs, grenades, anything like that inside the vehicle that you need to know about?
I have a gun that's in my name.
Where's it at?
It's in the car, but it's good.
It's where?
It's in the car.
Where is it at in the car?
It's on my seatbelt.
So what I have you do is with your left hand, take off your seatbelt. Step out of the vehicle for me. Step away from the vehicle.
Honestly, I'm so angry.
I am not angry, promise you that. Step back here for me. I'm just gonna pat you down for weapons. Anything that's gonna poke me, stick me, or hurt me.
Hi, ma'am. If you can, step on out. Go ahead and leave your bag in here. 05752405724 You ID on you?
That's my girl. She's good.
057. So see right here. Run that. I'm gonna grab this stuff. Going small. Yeah, I was hitting 103. He's still pulling away. As soon as I lit him up, I heard he was about to say he literally was behind his van. There's a gun. I'm just gonna grab the gun real quick.
Officers immediately had probable cause to search the vehicle as they claimed the car smelled like marijuana. During the search, they located a loaded firearm.
That's the thing. And they be fucking with the laws in a way where they're like, yo, they allow you to have guns, right? But they'll be like, you can't have weed, right? So they always have probable cause to search. Like, for example, in Jersey, like, supposedly, this is what they claim. I don't know if the cops are following that law. They can't use weed smoke as probable cause anymore. But for the most part, it's so hard to have a concealed carry that most likely people won't have guns anyway. So like now you could smoke weed, but most likely you don't have a gun. But in places you could have a gun, like for example Florida. I don't think weed is legal in Florida, right? And I think this is in Georgia. Is this in Georgia? This might be in Georgia. Yeah, I don't think weed is legal there either.
Arm.
25 small 10-6 on vehicle search.
Search the vehicle. At least they're drinking that essential water.
What's up? I have no idea where anything in these cars go. It's a hood.
Can't avoid ads. All right. By the way, I've seen some of the other things you guys are spamming too. I'm going to try to look at those before we get off. Now they're going to talk to Cardi.
So you said you had a family emergency. What's this emergency that you need to be doing double?
Who is this girl? Anybody know this girl? This ain't Iggy, is it? This is 2022, by the way. 2 years ago. Maybe this is like an assistant. It's gotta be an assistant.
Your limit on in Smyrna.
I left my door open.
Shorty do look kind of good.
Honestly, I'm not in trouble, nigga. I didn't try to make you upset when I pulled it.
I promise you, I'm not upset. It's just here's the thing, man.
Trying to disrespect you.
You're not disrespecting me. Here's the thing. You're telling me that you're
not.
They
said this is Brandy. Let me look her up. Cardi Brandy. Who's that? Is this Brandy? Who knows Brandy? This is her? Oh, this is his new girl? Oh, I ain't gonna lie. Cardi stayed with a baddie. Oh, this is his new baby moms. Oh, okay. This is new baby moms. Okay. All right, Cardi.
Not going a certain speed, I'm telling you, and there's a GPS that'll back me up in court. That shows how fast we were going. Okay. The speed limit in this city is 45 miles an hour.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I get it. You got a fast car. That's good for you. But what we ain't gonna be doing is we ain't gonna be doing double the speed limit in the city of Smyrna.
I respect it.
All right. Have a seat back in your vehicle. Stand by for just a minute.
I respect it. Okay, all the typing. Let's see what happens.
Alright. Here's both of your IDs. Here's your wallet and your credit card that you left on the back.
Yeah, that nigga made the girl drive after that.
Alright. Tonight you are going to be getting a citation. I'm not going to be taking you to jail. I'm going to be writing you a speeding citation for 90 miles. That's 15 under what we were going. Alright? I'm going to tell you this now, man. If you can take this to court, fight this all you want, but I do have GPS and cameras inside of the vehicle. I was literally right behind you, behind that on the light at Windy Hill in Atlanta. So I followed you all the way here. My signing this is not going to be an admission of guilt. It's just stating that you're either going to pay this citation or come to court. If you want to go to court, it's going to be set for July 21st, 2022 at 10 a.m. at Smyrna Municipal Court. I'm gonna do is I'm gonna circle
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. This is one of them cops straight by the book. Like, you can't even try to ask for a break. He's straight by the book.
on your copy, and what I need you to do is sign on the X. I'm Officer Rivera, my bachelor's 1425.
Okay, all right.
Time is precious.
Vibes Cartel did do an interview with Lisa Evers.
Just don't waste it.
They're candid.
Similar to how we look coming out of the Tower Street Correctional Facility, Nicki Minaj and Drake celebrated his release. Less than a day later, he dropped a mixtape called First Week Out. The 12-track EP is already blazing up the charts, hitting #1 on Apple Music in some countries.
Yeah, I think I'm featured on the album, too.
Igniting talk of his return to the stage.
You've got fans everywhere that they're already asking about when they're going to see stage shows and everything like that.
I would say about December. They can look out so they can save their money. You know what I mean? It's going to be expensive, so they got to be ready to sell organs.
The wit and humor that helped him win love from his fans is still intact. As his devoted fiancée, Sidem Ozturk...
Yo, that's a good girl right there. Yeah. Yeah. The royal penis needs to be cleaned, shorty. Okay? you know what that's from, right? That's from, what movie is that from? Is that Coming to America or some shit?
Mops the sweat off his forehead. We continue.
Do you plan to make more social commentary now that you're out?
Of course, a lot of social commentary. Remember, Vibes Cartel is that artist, you know what I mean? But what I would say to the fans, apart from, be determined, never give up, what I'd say from my heart, Lisa, is time is precious. Don't waste it.
Before anything, Cartel must get his health back. It took a turn for the worse during his years behind bars, at times in debilitating conditions. About 8 years ago, he was diagnosed with the autoimmune disorder called Graves' disease, which can cause swelling and serious complications. He also suffered from heart disease, according to court testimony by his physician, Dr. Karen Phillips. In court documents, she said both could be treated better outside prison walls.
Did she give you like a certain diet now that you have to watch?
No, not yet. We have to do now another series of blood tests next week, Tuesday, and then we'll move from then.
Fans have given him the nickname Teacher, and here you can see why.
Sometimes we gotta, thank you, baby. Sometimes you gotta just know that we still have to find time for family, for friends, for loved ones, and give it the same amount of energy that we would our careers.
Cartel's motto for now is family and fitness. He tells me he's really enjoying getting to know the 2 grandbabies who were born while he was incarcerated.
Okay, all right. Also, there was a court hearing today on the Fulio thing, Fulio footage, surveillance. There was new surveillance shown in court when one of the suspects...
in the early morning hours of Sunday, June 23rd, Jacksonville rapper Charles Jones arrived at Teaser's Gentlemen's Club in Tampa for a paid performance.
He's the gentleman wearing the red beanie hat.
That's Tampa Police Homicide Detective Juan Ramos identifying the rapper, known as Julio Fulio, in new surveillance video from the club's parking lot. Suspects Alicia Andrews, Isaiah Chance, and Sean Gathright watched this video in court Thursday, too. All 3 face charges in Jones's death in what investigators say was an ongoing rival gang war. After leaving Teasers, the rapper went down the street to Truth 18 nightclub for an after party, posting on social media in live time.
This is the video here from his Instagram.
Surveillance video from outside that club shows how 2 suspect vehicles continued to follow Jones, just as they did at Teasers, and eventually to the Home 2 suites near USF.
They're approaching the victim's position on foot.
Video from the hotel and a parked Tesla show 3 shooters firing several shots at the vehicle Jones was riding in, killing him. With video playing such a big role in this case, Gathwright's attorney pushed back.
Once again, there is no actual video or identifiable footage that shows that Mr. Gathwright was physically present at Home 2 Suites. Is that correct?
Correct.
The state presented a picture from Gathwright's cell phone taken 1 day after the murder, showing a bottle of Don Julio. The detective testified that, based on gang knowledge, this represents an insult to the rapper Julio Fulio. Here's Gathwright's attorney.
Were you able to ascertain if my client, Mr. Gathwright, was the one that actually purchased Don Julio?
No.
So anybody could have been at that club and purchased it?
Yes, of course.
In Tampa, Ariel Placencia, Fox 13 News.
Yeah, they're getting fried. They're getting fried, people. They're definitely getting fried. All right. Apparently, let's see, Kanye, Candace Owen. So Kanye did an interview with Candace Owens that supposedly was like from a couple
At Harbor
years ago.
Freight, we're committed.
And apparently, like it was from 2022, but Candace Owens just put it out. She said on October 2022, Ye sat down with her for an interview. I don't know why it only came out now.
T-shirt. Which at this point, now that I've worn a White Lives Matter T-shirt, I'm totally fine with wearing a Black Lives Matter T-shirt. You know, as well, because all lives matter. But even all lives matter, Jews, the Black people.
I think what's missing in the
Apparently, he said some crazy shit about Jay-Z.
Like, yes, I'm at a place where I'm like, I'm not going to talk specifically to Jewish. I figured out the code to be as calm. That's what makes me Michael, because I'll run into that fire. Everyone knows that I'll run into that fire for the people in the burning building. Who's the people in the burning building? All of society. Because blacks and rappers are the thought leaders. We're like everyone, people, you know, if you go to a college, people have different majors, but everyone majors in Drake at the college. It's very few people, even if they don't particularly seek to listen to him, everyone in the college knows the song. So that becomes then the information, a part of people's curriculum and DNA of the way we think. And what I've been saying is like the idea of free thought, the White Lives Matter T-shirt. That's an idea. Let's talk about idea. Accept the pain. Pain is like first thing that drugs that we get, you know, as Black people, is like sugar and then pain. And pain because of, and I know because I have a tendency,
Does everybody know the timestamp? Supposedly he says in his interview that Jay-Z should be allowed to fuck other women.
That's why we're in your house right now, because they wouldn't let us talk on Daily Wire, specific classes for a little bit, and let that happen.
It's crazy.
It seems like a lifetime ago.
Literally, I'm 80 years old as I sit in this chair.
See, you aging in Obama years.
I'm aging in Obama.
Then, you know, who needs sleep? And you take something like Moses. I always tell people Moses was on speed and he stuttered, or ketadine, or whatever they called it, whatever that.
Does anybody have that timestamp? Anyway, what I might do, I think I'm gonna push this video till like tomorrow. I'm pushing this video till tomorrow because I don't want to play none of this Jewish shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like we off of that dumb shit. But I do wanna kind of find interesting pieces of this. By the way, this is a 2-year-old interview. Does anybody have it? The person who told me, I'm asking them, but they're not responding. Is it this?
Now I'm being stupid. Like I'm giving you guys stupid stuff because this is how it works. Like in order for me to stay successful, I have to keep giving you stupid stuff.
I just think Beyonce need to let him go get some pussy.
Oh, here it is. Okay. I'm just posting my page. Yo, memes. Good looks, my boy. All right. Thank you, memes. I don't know the necessary timestamp. It's about to post. It's about to post. Damn, my phone's slow as shit. Okay, here we go.
That now I'm being stupid. Like I'm giving you guys stupid stuff because this is how it works.
Now y'all giving me the real timestamp. 3507.
He was smart. You know what I mean? Like he was talking business, but you either got it or you didn't. He was telling you like
the Jewish media does. So, but this makes me think Drake is the best rapper ever by the numbers.
Okay.
Jay-Z is the greatest rapper ever by the inspiration.
Oh, he inspired me.
There you go.
He was smart. You know what I mean? Like he was talking business, but you either got it or you didn't. He was telling you the code that now I'm being stupid. Like I'm giving you guys stupid stuff because this is how it works. Like, in order for me to stay successful, I have to keep giving you stupid stuff.
I just think Yonsei need to let him go get some pussy. Seriously.
What?
Nah, I think Kanye could crack. I ain't gonna lie. I think Kanye could crack. I think Kanye could crack. Yeah, I think Kanye could crack. What y'all think about that? Y'all think Beyonce need to let Jay-Z go get some pussy, bro?
He gets go to the DR or something, like, you know what I mean? Like,
what's that about though? What's that about? Are you good friends with him still? Because you know what's missing from this whole.
I don't know if you're gonna run that line or not.
I'm not. This is going up on Parlor. What do you mean? Are you gonna run it?
Yeah,
that's the bigger question.
I just think like, man, it's like Jay-Z is like the head. You know, we're under the fire, and we're the firefighters. But in order to be a good firefighter, you got to be willing to run into that fire. And that's what makes me the number one firefighter. That's what makes me Michael, because I'll run into that fire. Everyone knows that I'll run into that fire.
Oh, now I know why this wasn't put out. So I guess Daily Wire didn't want Candace Owens, who was working there at the time, to publish this on Daily Wire because Kanye was caught up in the anti-Semitic stuff, and Daily Wire is owned and operated, ran by Shapiro, who is a Jewish man. Candace Owens was putting this up on a platform called Parlor, which was owned at the time by her husband, but it went belly up and they sold shortly. So I guess this never came out, and I guess she probably realized shit. She didn't really use her own platform of YouTube, so I guess she said, "Damn, if I don't put up on Parler, let me not. While I'm under contract with Daily Wire, let me not upload to her own YouTube page."
Fire.
But now, obviously, that's why she uploaded it.
For the people in the burning building. Who's the people in the burning building? All of society. Because blacks and rappers are the thought leaders. We're like everyone, people, you know, if you go to a college, people have different majors, but everyone majors in Drake at the college. It's very few people, even if they don't particularly seek to listen to him, everyone in the college knows the song. So that becomes then the information, a part of people's curriculum and DNA of the way we think. And what I've been saying is like the idea of free thought, the White Lives Matter t-shirt. That's an idea. Let's talk about idea separate to that t-shirt. You have the idea for civilization to move forward. What do we do in marches? We marched. And what's marching? Walking, right? In order to walk, what do you need? Both legs in order to walk. How do both legs work? One foot in front of the other, one foot in front of the other. So watch this. An idea is your left leg, and actualizing, I like it better than execute, like universal positive. All
right, we're gonna delve a little bit more into this tomorrow. Chat, listen, I only came on here, if you watch me in the stream, I told you I was only gonna max out for about 3 hours in this bitch. So I gave y'all little daily fix. I know it's about half of what we normally do. This is not a recurring thing, but we did do 3 days in a row. So we'll kind of push every other topic for tomorrow. Expect an early stream if I stream. It won't be a late one. It will be an early stream. Okay? So we'll do that. Thank you guys for watching tonight. I appreciate all you guys. Let me see is there any donations? There probably is a few, right? Let me make sure I'm not finessing nobody up in the bit. Hold on. Okay, from the Academy page, do we have any? Why is it not showing? Did the YouTube crash or something? I can't really see any of the donations that came through. Yo, streaming actually made me more sober. Yo, I came on here drunk as shit. Now I'm sober as hell. Nicole Harris, thank you for the 5. She says Tupac, Biggie, Kim, Heavy, Andre, etc. 25 plus bodies allegedly. What? Saucy almost made me cry. She probably scared. Plus Vulture 2 review. Okay, I guess she's talking about stuff she wanted me to talk about. Thank you, Nicole. Nitro Zeus, he said I was muted. I'm sorry for that earlier. Tyson said, what up, Big Ack? Been a loyal fan since 2013. Hopefully I can get on Discord with you. I haven't been on Discord in a while. Let's either do it next stream or the stream after. I got to get on Discord. I haven't been on Discord in a while. By the way, if you guys haven't joined the Discord, please do. Discord.gg/academics. He said, thanks for keeping us entertaining. You're welcome. Justin Clark, he says, they open up with my truth, but it'd be a fabricated lie. I agree with you. And yes, a woman crying don't move me no more. It still does it for me. I'm not going to lie. I'm like Kevin Hart. Are you done? Really? Lee Money says, this is her get out ahead of the damaging story that's going to come out with her and Diddy. That might be the thing too, right? It wouldn't surprise me if she brought women to him. Of course she brought women to him. Now, we don't know if any of the thing is, most of these women who are filing or saying these allegations, these are older women who had their time in the light. These aren't women who are currently on the scene. Like, there's a couple of girls that used to be around that you could possibly say Young Miami used to bring to these yacht parties and like excursions or like, these trips that they usually go on. But all these women are like, not saying only the fell off chicks are filing lawsuits, but they got other niggas now. Like, they moved on and they bounced to another celebrity or whatever the case. So we'll see. TSB Wit, it says she told the baby mama that Diddy would have her on her knees. Remember the tweet. JW says professional escort. Mild Check Production says Young Miami is nothing more than a prostitute leaving her box in exchange for the next business venture. Somebody says Drake was thinking he a boss until his rich baby daddy Lucian Grange, the real boss, pulls up. Streamer Portal says, is Drake scared to drop a real release on streaming? His last 5 features flop, and Push-Ups and Family Matters fell off the charts quick. If these flopped, it would mean he fell off. SP says IP ownership, the blueprint by me. I guess he's talking about. We don't fully know Kendrick's like label situation. We do know he has his own label now, but we don't know if it folds up under a major or if it's only distributed by a major. Hendog and Miles, he says they need that check that's being offered. They're gonna do that interview. Being traumatized don't stop the bills. Okay, he's talking about the guy who did the interview, who was the driver for Fulio. General Surgency says another L for black people. And he also says nothing wrong with him promoting his music while he got the opportunity. Bozo says, act why you ain't covered Drake getting caught by something about Chicken's new video to catch a kick predator. Are you compromised? What are you talking about? Drake getting caught? What? Jordan Sanders says, talk about Ye in Atlantic. I talked about it earlier in the stream, sir. You probably were late, but you guys could watch the full rerun. It's going to be on the Academy page. Please make sure you watch there. If you also watch on the Academy page, you can become a member. I'll make sure those videos are always available to you. If you guys want to watch the whole video or the VOD for this stream in totality, you guys could also watch on Spotify and Apple. The video is going to be everywhere, okay? Or you can just watch it on King Academics. My man Joe will be chopping it up, and it's available there. But you can watch on multiple platforms, including Facebook. We put up videos from the stream on Facebook as well. All right, chat. I love y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow. Go have a good night, and let's get prepared for the weekend. All right, peace.